Let's meet my friend. All right, and everything's running properly. Oh, so good. Yay! Where was I at? Oh, yeah. All the side quests in Lothering. Okay. This is fine. It's good. We're great. I know exactly what I'm doing. Hi! What's up? I know. This is Twitch. We're all disasters here. What is up? More. I forgot they give you like they even give you like little summaries of what's happening. For those of you who don't remember where you were last time, it's me. I'm people. I'm stupid. Oh man. All these autosaves. Alright, great. Where was I? So, that's a stupid question. I left myself a little note. Yeah, exactly. That's me at every game ever. Oh, what was I doing 3 years ago when I last played this? What is up? Hello? Morgan has joined you at her mother's behest, though she seemed reluctant to do so, and has agreed to guide you safely through the wilds. She's also suggested that you first stop by a village north of the wilds to rest and replenish your supplies. Yes, and that's why we're in Lothering. Oh, Lothering. We love Lothering. We're in for a good time. We're gonna do all the side quests ever, because I do need all the extra experience, despite the fact that I'm 100% gonna cheat my way through everything. First things first, though. Let's fill out the party. We got more people to pick up here. So my friend is playing Dragon Age Origins for the first time ever, and despite the fact that she knew what would happen. She had been told.
I have a wonder, Alistair,
okay, hold up.
If you will indulge me.
Oh boy.
Do I have a choice?
Of the two of you that remain, are you not the senior Grey Warden here?
Yeah, by
I find
6
it
months.
Curious that you allow another to lead while you follow.
You find that curious, do you?
In fact, you defer to a new recruit.
Yeah.
Is this the policy of the Grey Wardens?
Well, you have
or
to
simply a
understand,
personal
Morgan.
What do you want to hear? That I prefer to follow? I do.
one? You sound so very defensive.
What you have to understand,
Fall into a bush somewhere and die.
Morgan,
That would be great.
is that this is my emotional support himbo. He is here completely for emotional support. Yeah, like I have it on PlayStation, but like I ever open PlayStation,
You know
so.
anyone that can make traps?
What do you need traps for?
Old man Barlin said that Darkspawn may be coming
This'll
soon.
definitely
He's got
help
traps
you.
on his
Traps
farm.
will
He could
definitely
go on my
protect you
lands.
against Darkspawn.
Barlin wants to poison his traps. I just want normal traps.
Why don't you just buy some?
None to be had. Barlin has all the traps in the village in his
Well,
fields.
okay. Shit. Oh, hi! Hi, Sharky! I can play it, but I won't. I have friends trying to get me to play it, and I just, I simply don't.
Yet, thank the maker. So his fields are just full of traps.
They have to release it on PC someday.
Eccentric.
Alright, well, I can't make traps.
I didn't mean to bother you. Sorry.
Please tell me I can get the quest later. Alright, in the meantime... Wait, Morgan can make traps. Why... Morgan, will you help me? Let's go get into a bar fight.
So Terran Logain is the new regent? Isn't that a good thing?
Oh.
I heard that he may have had something to do with the king's death.
Oh,
I thought Darkspawn killed the king. That doesn't make any sense.
rumors.
It's probably political nonsense. We'll be lucky
It
if
is
they don't
that.
burn down the entire country.
It is
fighting
that.
over the throne.
It is political nonsense. That is 100% true. And listen, I'm there. I'm right there with her. Let's get into a bar fight. Let's do it. I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be good for us.
Look what we have here, then.
Uh-oh. Logain's men. This can't be good.
Didn't we spend all morning?
Or
asking about
it could
an outlider's
be
very description?
very good.
Everyone said they hadn't seen
My
it.
girl.
It seems we were right.
Gentlemen, surely there's no need for trouble. These are no doubt simply more poor souls seeking refuge.
They're more than that. Now stay out of our way, sister. You protect these traitors, you'll
Oh,
get
yeah.
the same as them.
100%. Oh. Looks like he wants a fight. I'm happy to oblige. You know what? Vethari would say that.
Right. Let's make this quick.
I love playing really angry elves. It's like my favorite thing. Hey. Hey, you wanna stop? You know what? Maybe I'll actually give you the personal touch here. First fight.
All right, you've won.
easy.
We surrender.
Good. They've learned their lesson and we can all...
Y'all are on fire. Y'all are on fire. And I mean that in the most literal sense. Like, actually, there are flames coming out of your clothes. I think you need to calm down. Okay. We'll take a message to Logan.
What do you want to tell him?
Oh, man. Yeah, peak hotness. Absolutely. He'll have to do... Listen, let's provoke him. Let's poke him. Let's do it. What could happen? What could possibly happen if we bait Logan? He'll have to do better than this.
Tell him right away. Now, thank you.
Do
I
better.
apologize for interfering, but I couldn't just sit by and not help.
I mean, you could. I appreciate what you tried to do.
I am glad you found it in your heart to offer those men mercy.
Oh, it
Let
was
me
out of
introduce
sheer
myself.
pettiness. Don't worry.
I am Liliana, one of the lay sisters of
yes,
the
I know who
Chantry
you are.
here in Lothering.
She's
Oh, I was.
adorable. You were. What does that mean? Oh,
I
well,
joined the Chantry
Hi!
out of religious contemplation. But I am no
hey, good to see you. What's
not
up?
an initiate.
You can call me Vethari if you must.
Those men said you're a Grey Warden.
It
You will
is
be back with the
Liliana.
Darkspawn, yes?
I love
That
her.
is what
What
Grey
is up?
Wardens do.
Hi.
I know after what
I'm
happened, you will
Melee.
need all the help you can get. That's
I
why
played
I'm
this game
coming
7
around.
million times. I have running commentary going. I will need help. That's true.
That and the Maker wants me to go with you.
He in the what now? Can you elaborate?
I know that sounds absolutely insane.
The thing
But it's
is
true.
that Liliana,
I had a dream.
she's very
A
sweet.
vision.
More crazy?
She's
I thought we
very
were all
sweet.
full up.
Look at the people here. They're
That
lost
is
in their
totally
despair,
cool.
And this darkness, this chaos will spread. The Maker doesn't
I
want
very
you.
much
What you
understand.
do, what you are meant to do,
Sneakily
is the Maker's
watching
work. Let me help.
watching streams while at work. I wish I could do that more, but thank you for hanging out and, you know, keeping me in a background tab. It's all very cool. Okay, what you are meant to do is the Maker's work. Let me help. Well, I'm not going to turn away. I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth here.
Perhaps your skull was cracked worse than Mother thought.
Thank you.
The more
I
people we
appreciate
have
you
with
giving me
us,
this chance.
the more
Not
targets
let
there
you down.
are in a fight that are not us. Morrigan. Morrigan. All right, I'm going to take you out, and I'm hoping that the extra dog slot mod is working. I'm really hoping. It is not. Fuck. All right, it's fine. Well, now that we have Liliana, now we can get in war, victory, in peace, vigilance, in death, sacrifice. Anyway, I got distracted. I got distracted before I actually finished my sentence earlier.
No game survived when even the Grey Wardens didn't make it out of that place down south.
Ostagar.
I heard he saw just in time what those Grey Wardens were doing and saved his men. He's a hero.
No,
for
he's
what he
not.
is.
Don't worry.
But he couldn't save poor King Kaelin. Blast those Grey Wardens. They deserve what they got and more.
Ooh.
I'll say. First
Oh.
they drag the king down there, and then they throw him to the wolves.
Oh,
It's no wonder
okay.
they
So
went
public opinion of the Grey Wardens is not great. Anyway, what I was gonna say is that my friend got to Lothering and forgot. She had been told that if you leave Lothering before you've like completed everything you want to do here, once you leave, you can't come back. It is wiped off the map. And she knew this, and she forgot. And she forgot
I saw you take the supplies from
to
my
recruit
car.
both Liliana and Sten.
You marsh folk are all thieves and liars. Enough! People here are already desperate and frightened. They don't need you two coming to blows.
Don't need you to.
What
Okay.
about my food? I said enough.
Yeah. Enough.
Shokke basit hisra, marade starit, merade twasit, abana kyun, maras shokra, ananne
Someone please give me. Someone please give me a nice grammar of Kunlad. I really, really want to know what kind of language. This is me being a nerd again. This is me being an absolute nerd about conlangs, but like, ooh, I want to know more about Kunlad.
You aren't one of my captors. I
No,
have
I'm
nothing
not.
to say that would amuse you, elf. Leave me in
Everything you
peace.
say amuses me. You're a prisoner? Who put you here?
I'm in a cage, am I not?
So what's going on, my
I've been
dude?
placed here by the
Tell me your
Chantry.
life story. What's going
My
on?
revered mother said he slaughtered an entire family, even the children.
It is, as she says.
It's pretty
I am
rough.
Sten of the Beresad, the vanguard of the Kunari peoples.
Okay. I'm Vethari. Pleased to meet you.
You mock me. Or you show manners I have not come to expect in your lands.
It is one or the
Though it
other.
matters
I do
little
mock
now.
most
I
people.
will die soon enough.
This is a proud and
I know.
powerful creature.
But like, the thing is,
Trapped
she
and
knew.
prey
Like I
to
keep
the
saying,
Darkspawn.
she knew.
You cannot
She
choose
just
for him,
forgot
please
because,
suggest
you know,
releasing
like
him
me,
for
no
mercy,
thoughts, head
seek
empty.
alone.
Got distracted. It's like, oh, I'm gonna go over here and run and do this thing really quickly. Stepped outside the bands of the bounds of Lothering and was like,
Yes,
might
that's
have
what I
fucked
would
up.
have expected.
I suggest you leave me to my fate.
I find myself in need of skilled help.
No doubt. What help do you seek?
I'm on a quest of great importance.
Importance is a matter of perspective. From here, very little seems meaningful.
Oh, big mood, bestie. You could help me defend the land against the Blight.
The Blight. Are you a Grey Warden,
I
then?
am wearing the uniform. Yes!
Surprising. My people have heard legends of the Grey Warden's strength and skill.
This
I
bitch.
suppose not every legend is true.
This bitch! Would the revered mother let you free? I'm gonna ignore
Perhaps if
that.
you told her the Grey Wardens need my assistance. It seems as likely to bring my death as waiting here.
I'm absolutely gonna ignore that insult that you just leveled at
Farewell,
me,
then.
but alright.
To be left here to starve? Or to be taken by the Darkspawn? No one deserves that. Not even a murderer.
That is a good question. But I don't know, maybe she didn't have a say if that was from a reasonable length of time back in the game. And I don't understand that.
A witch of the
I don't understand that.
They also say
because
that washing your feet in winter makes
I
you catch cold
save,
in the head, but we all know that's not
obsessively,
true.
like every 2 minutes.
But
And apparently not
sometimes
everyone
They
does.
are right, and they are right in this.
You know the stories about.
Of course. You think my
Oh,
mother would let
boy.
me go without telling me
Oh,
all
boy.
the stories of her youth?
My mother told me stories too. She was the one who kindled my love of the old tales and legends.
My mother's stories curdled my blood and haunted my dreams.
Flemeth.
No little girl wants to hear about the wilder men her mother took to her bed, using them until they were
That's-
spent, then killing them. No little girl wants
That's
to be told
a
that this is also
little bit
expected of
inappropriate,
her
Morgan, I
once
gotta
she
say.
comes of age.
I see.
No, you don't. You really don't.
Flemeth, I love you, but what the fuck? Hey, what the fuck? That's not on. Oh, hey, let's, Oh, well, I forgot it. I forgot to stop and listen to him.
They will feast upon our hearts.
They will,
There is
they
nowhere
will
to
do that.
run. This evil will cover the world like a plague of locusts. Please, you
Man, this guy is just like,
better to slit their throats now.
he's having a
than
great
suffer
time.
Darkspawn hands. There,
Hmm.
one of their minions is already amongst us. This woman bears their evil stench. Can't you not see the vile blackness that fills her?
Why don't you keep your voice down?
I watch the Black Horde descend on my
Hey,
people.
buddy.
I will
It's
not
rough,
be
but
silent.
like, let's go.
Please stop.
The end is extremely fucking nigh.
Isn't he right? The ban left us. We're going to die.
This
Yeah.
minion is but the first of those who will destroy us.
Darkspawn can be defeated.
No, I have seen them. You cannot
Listen,
fight.
they can be. I'm a Grey Warden. Listen. All right. What happened to you, hun?
My family.
What's
My
going
clan.
on?
Those creatures
There's
butchered them all.
something at
Some of
work
us
here.
fled here. But we cannot escape the Darkspawn.
That's pretty true. Oh, it must have been horrible. How'd you escape?
I ran, hearing my wife's screams as they dragged her off.
Yikey.
Hair the
Well,
same color as yours.
I could say something very upsetting to you, my guy, but fortunately for you, I in-game don't actually know this information yet, so I won't. Well, listen, scaring these people is not going to bring her back. Why don't you calm down? Yeah.
You were right.
It's like, this is caps lock. This guy right here.
He was right, wasn't he? There's no hope for us.
There's always hope. Yeah, I'm gonna use that persuade
We can't
skill.
give up.
But we can't fight. What are we supposed to do?
Run! You're gonna you gotta get the fuck out.
We must go north.
You don't just sit around here going like, oh no, my god, we're all gonna die. Hey, you could do something about that. You could like leave.
Your king is dead. There is no hope.
Okay, he's not there anymore, so calm down. Oh boy, let's go into the chantry. Now listen, I do not like going into a chantry, but this is where the quests live, so
I'm wondering,
gross.
Morrigan, do you believe in the Maker?
Certainly not. I've no primitive fear of the moon, such that I must place my faith in tales so that I may sleep at night.
But this can't all be an accident. Spirits, magic, all these
Liliana.
wondrous things around us, both dark and
Liliana,
light. You know these things
you're
exist.
so sweet in this
The
game.
fact of their existence does not presuppose an intelligent design by some absentee father figure.
Oop,
So it is all random.
oop.
A happy coincidence that we
Wow.
are here.
Attempting to impose order over chaos is futile. Nature is, by its very nature, chaotic.
I don't believe that. I believe we have a purpose. All of us.
Yours,
Oh,
apparently,
Liliana.
to bother me.
Yeah, that one skipped container.
There's word of darkspawn stragglers.
Oh, there's
No
so
sign
many
of the main
words
horde.
here.
We are the only hope of protection
Ugh.
this village has now, and I will not abandon them. That is all. May the Maker have mercy on us.
Nice. Alright, what's up, my dude?
Yes, my lady? Who might you be?
Look at the uniform. I'm the Grey Warden, Vithari. You got a problem with
I
it?
see.
You got a problem?
I am
You
Sir
got a
Brian,
problem.
commander of the Lothering Templars.
Yeah, I can tell by
Baron
the
Logan
massive
declared
fucking
all
sword
Grey
on your
Wardens
armor.
traitors responsible for the king's death. You know this, I hope.
You gonna do something about that? You'll say nothing about me.
Even if I had no other concerns, I would not seek to collect the bounty.
That's what I thought.
I don't believe the Grey Wardens would be as careless or malicious as the Tarn claims. But either way, there it is. It is best you not linger, though. Just in case.
Got it. Is there any other help? You got anything else you can give us?
I cannot openly help you, I fear, but
Any...
here, take this key. It opens the large cabinet on the far wall. There is more there.
I was
than
gonna
we
say
can
not all
carry when we
Templars, but then I
evacuate,
was like,
so
yeah,
take
no,
it
all
on.
Templars, actually. You, my good sir, need to get the fuck out. About those bandits outside the village.
Maker's breath. How many
So
times
about
must we drive them
them,
off?
well, one less, because I drove them off.
Indeed, they're gone.
It's true. I saw the bastard running for the hills myself.
That's an impressive feat indeed. Will you accept a small reward for your
I couldn't possibly, absolutely, don't pay
I wish I
me.
could afford such help, to be truthful.
It's so
Take your
good.
reward, at any rate. It is all I have to offer.
It's
If it
so
interests
good.
You, there is a Chanter's board outside full of quests that need doing. The Chanters even offer pay for something.
I don't actually need any of this money, but I will take it. No.
Travel safely.
I should go.
And may the Maker watch
I
over
should
you.
go. Yeah, the less time I spend talking to a Templar, the better. I highly recommend finishing this game, despite the fact that it's... yeah, no, don't. I would have to turn you down.
Maybe she was ugly. Maybe she had buff teeth. How will we know?
Maybe she was a mage.
Praying for help from a prophet.
Nothing in the chant says that she wasn't a mage. Hawk, wake up. Anders at 3 a.m. voice. The chant of light doesn't say she wasn't a mage. Adventures of the Black Fox. Oh, God. No, it's so long. Okay. Born Lord Remy Vascal in 863 Blessed, the Black Fox was a dashing thief and rogue who went on to inspire so many tales of his exploits that it is nearly impossible to determine today which are true and which are merely fabricated legend. Despite coming from nobility, he has become something of a hero of the common people. Oh yeah, the controls are a bit, I mean, it's however many years old. They're a little bit janky, but the game itself is excellent. His initial exploits involved ridiculing the tyrannical and powerful Lord of Valshavan. Wearing a mask, he would appear in public and disrupt the Lord's plans to the point that the Lord angrily put a huge bounty on the life of this cunning fox, the origin of the nickname, which stuck. That the primary bounty hunter who took the job, Carolus, ended up becoming Remy's lifelong partner in crime, only after nearly killing him several times, is one of the most popular tales told in taverns today. The story is often exaggerated to make Remy appear initially buffoonish until Carolus becomes so furious at the Black Fox's inexplicable abilities to survive that the cunning Remy gains the upper hand, which impresses Carolus so much that the bounty hunter joins him. After years of terrorizing the Lord's men and foiling his tax collectors, a favorite pastime of Remy's, supposedly to the Orlesian commoners, Remy was supposedly betrayed by his lover Servana de Montfort, in some versions of the tale, a mage of the circle, no less. Okay, I got it. Yeah. We're gonna blame the mage for the death of the popular folk hero. Or the capture of the popular folk hero. He was betrayed and captured. After more than a year of torture, Remy was rescued from prison by his compatriots, including a repentant Servana, and together they escaped Orlais. In this period of Remy's adventures, he appears almost everywhere in Thedas. As his legend grew, more innkeepers and merchants were happy to claim that the Black Fox had visited their village or establishment and performed some legendary feat. If the tales are to be believed, Remy led the Lord's men on a merry chase. He became embroiled in political intrigue in Navarra, was hunted by the crows of Antiva. Oh, wow, I wonder where we're going to see them. And then kidnapped by a powerful mage in Tevinter. In each situation, Remy escaped death at the last moment, foiled the evildoer, and improved life for the poor and downtrodden. Then, inevitably, he rejoined his band of adventurers and moved on to the next land. His companions, Carolus and Servana, the wise dwarf Bolek, and the tempestuous knight Sir Clementus have each spawned their own individual legends over the years. I do need a little puppet to read these. The stories all agree that, at some point, the Black Fox disappeared. He and his fellow adventurers voyaged into the heart of the Arlathon forest, seeking the sunken city of the elves, and never returned. Many more are the tales that expand on what ultimately happened to them in that forest, and postulate on how they could possibly be someday rescued. From The Adventures of the Black Fox by Gaston Gerault, 9/11 Dragon. I do need a little puppet to read them for me. Well, alright. Where? Here we go. Oh, I don't have... Wait, I do! Oh, well, I have a rogue! I have a rogue. Yes! You did not need to cast that.
Chant of light scattered in the darkness. The
I
words
have a
spell
rogue.
Fear and ignorance.
I should come up with some sort of like little... yeah, I have a key. Okay, good. We're going to take all of those. I'm going to go talk to the revered mother. Hey, so do you want to...
I'm surprised to see
Do you want to,
you're
like,
still
give
in Lothering.
me that Kunari and the kid? Do you want to, like...
Your Reverence.
Let him go,
I do
please.
not recognize your companion. Greetings. Will you be making a donation to the Chancellor? Our need has never been greater.
I mean... No. Tithe? To the Chantry? Are you joking?
A great number of people could be fed and clothed for a fraction of your finery. But you must do as your heart wills.
Finery!
What can I do for you then?
Finery, she says. I have the clothes on my back and like nothing. Excuse me, ma'am? Ma'am? I'm a mage. Ma'am? I'm a mage. I'm pretty sure I'm not legally allowed to own stuff. So like... No. I want to talk about Sten, the Kunara you imprisoned. It was like...
It might have been
Yeah, exactly.
him, but I leave his fate to the Maker. Why does he interest you?
He Lorge. I want him freed. I might have a use for him.
Then his next
I'll turn you into
You
frogs!
and me as their murderers.
Oh, I would love to intimidate her. I bet Liliana wouldn't like that. I could lie to her. I've come to return him to his people. I should have saved. I should have saved the game. I've come to return him to his people.
That seems highly unlikely. Do you have any sort of papers to corroborate your story?
I'm a Grey Warden.
A Grey Warden? Oh dear, I will have to ask you
Well,
to leave
okay, that
before you
didn't...
bring
It
trouble
worked
on our
so
heads.
well when Duncan did it for me. Let me take the Kunari and fight the Darkspawn.
To defend against the Blight. Perhaps that is a form of atonement.
I'm conscripting him. I'm a Grey Warden. I'm allowed to do that. If you prefer, I could invoke the right of conscription.
No, I cannot. There will be too much trouble for us if we are seen cooperating with you.
But the Darkspawn are the real enemy.
The Maker cares no less for that Canari's victims than for the thousands who fell in Ostagar. Now, good day.
Liliana, you want to step in here?
Yes? What can I do for you now?
I want to talk about Stead.
Again, we have already discussed this, and I told you I would not release the creature.
Will you not reconsider your stance? Yeah, exactly.
And what do you say on this?
Thank you.
You know your friend better than I.
She really doesn't, but okay. Hi, Lexi. I completely missed that was you. She got attitude.
Might do some good.
Hi, Lexi.
Were things not so desperate?
I was so completely just like focused on, excuse me, ma'am, ma'am.
Thank you.
Hi, how are things going? What's going on? Oh, thank God I got Sten. Well, I don't... Is that Jowan's voice actor? This is like Skyrim. They have like 8 voice actors total.
Chant of light. Only the word dispels the darkness
It
upon
literally
us.
sounds like
And
Jowan.
when the Maker spoke,
Do not care. Ah, I hope it is a good break. I hope you get to rest a lot. Exactly. It's like a shit ton of characters and like
Right.
every single, the first blight. Oh, fuck. Oh my God. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Woo. Let's get down to reading. I should have like a little voice changer thing for my voice. I should have like background music for story time. Right? Alright, the first blight, chapter 1. The blights are going to be important to know about, so like, alright. Thedas is a land of fierce diversity. Yep, it's the audiobook. From the assassin princes of Antiva to the fated griffins of the Anderfels. But in my travels, I have found one tale that unites the people of this land. It is a story of pride and damnation, and although the telling differs, the essence of the tale remains the same. At the height of its power, the Tevinter Imperium stretched over much of Thedas, uniting the known world under the rule of the tyrannical magisters. It is said that the old gods, whom the magisters worshipped, gave them the knowledge of blood magic, and the magisters used this forbidden power to cement their rule. The blood of elven slaves and humans alike ran down imperial altars to fuel magister greed. The tales of their excess is so horrifying that one can only be grateful that blood magic is prohibited today. But all that stands tall must eventually fall. Were you proud of that rhyme? Were you proud of that rhyme? Perhaps they foresaw their ruin, or perhaps their pride knew no bounds. But whatever the reason, the magisters dared to open a magical portal into the Golden City at the heart of the Fade. They sought to usurp the Maker's throne, long left unattended in the Golden City after the Maker turned his back on his creations. They would storm heaven itself with their power and become as gods. This is what the Chantry, in its oft-exercised tendency to understate, refers to as the second sin. According to most versions of the tale, the magisters did indeed reach the Golden City and walked into the home of the Maker, where no living being before them had dared or been able to tread. But humanity is not meant to walk in heaven. The magisters were wicked with pride and other sins, and their presence tainted the Golden City. What was once a perfect holy citadel became a twisted home of darkness and nightmares. The magisters were expelled back through their gateway and cursed for their treachery. As the Golden City had been tainted, so were these magisters twisted and transformed into things of darkness, the very first of the Darkspawn. The Golden City, once a shining beacon at the heart of the Fade, became the Black City, a reminder of all that man's pride has cost. From Tales of the Destruction of Thedas by Brother Genitivi, Chantry Scholar. Oh, Genitivi. We're going to be seeing this guy a lot. Yeah! Blights were serious business! And the first blight lasted like 100 years. Oh, let's go talk to Sir Donald. Let's get this here.
I beg your pardon. I did not see you approach.
My streams are often at a bad time for Lexi. She's usually very busy, but it's always very nice to see you.
Maker, how are you? I was certain.
I hope your break
dead.
good. Well,
not yet.
Well,
the turn Logain.
If Arl Eamon were well, he'd
I'll
set
put it in
Logain
that.
straight soon enough.
If he were well.
If you were well, wait.
What
if you were well, what?
Arl is stricken with an illness that threatens his life. We have found no cure, either natural or magical.
When did this happen?
Only a few weeks ago, but he has declined quickly. No one knows the nature of the illness, and even magic has done little to slow its progress. Our only hope now is a miracle. Every knight of Redcliffe has gone in search of the urn of sacred ashes. Andraste's ashes are said to cure any illness. But I fear we are chasing a fable. With each day, my hope dims.
That does seem a little bit dangerous, and it was because I made the mistake of switching control over to Liliana for like 2 seconds so that I could unlock something. And once she is given like free reign, apparently my character decides, you know what I should do? I should just go around casting magic loudly in a chantry. You're a mage, honey. This is not a good plan for you. So I think I have like stone skin or something on. Shouldn't you be fleeing the Darkspawn?
My mission takes priority.
She is very unapologetic. I can't
to
speak
show
English.
for my
It's fine.
efforts.
She's very unapologetically a mage. All right. Well, I was hoping to meet Arleman. Vethari was.
Why is that, if I may ask?
Oh, I need his help against Tern Logain.
I see.
It's true.
Jarl is a popular man, it's true. Tern Logain, however, is a hero throughout Ferelden.
And we know why.
Whatever the Tern has done or not done, the
Thanks to the
Jarl
PowerPoint.
or worse. That is my primary concern.
Do you think Logain is involved with the Arl's illness?
The Arl fell ill before the king
Listen,
died.
I'm a mage. Everyone's just gonna have to deal with it.
And that too. Oh, such thoughts do not sit well with me.
What if Logain planned everything bad that's ever happened?
I
Wow.
believe that now more than ever.
If nothing else,
Blaming
I am
everything
certain
on
you'd
him
be
the way you
welcome
blame
at
everything on
Castle
mages.
The Arlessa is there, and she could tell you more than I could.
Alright, well, so your quest for the ashes brought you here?
I expected to take advantage of the Chantry's library, in fact. But my skills are better suited to battle than chasing down tales.
Yeah. I should go. Listen, I don't want to hear about the Urn of Sacred Ashes.
I hope to one day see you again.
I literally don't want to hear about the Urn of Sacred Ashes. Oh my god, no! Alright, the Sacred Ashes of Andraste! Time for another bit of story time. The Sacred Ashes of Andraste. Only one person witnessed Mafrath's betrayal. Havard the Aegis. I do pepper it in every time. Every little chance I get. A childhood friend of Mafrath, he accompanied his chief to the meeting with the Tevinters, not realizing what was planned. When he understood that Mafrath was giving Andraste over to be executed, Havard, unwilling to draw swords against his friend and liege, placed himself between Andraste and the Tevinter soldiers. The Tevinters struck him down, and Mafrath left him for dead. Gravely wounded, Havard made his way back to the gates of Minrathous to stop the execution. When he reached it, the terrible deed was already done, the armies on the plains long since dispersed. Havard, cursing his weakness, gathered the earthly remains of Andraste that had been left to the wind and rain, and wept. When his fingers touched the pile of ash, his ears filled with song, and he saw before him a vision of Andraste, dressed in cloth made of starlight. She knelt at his side, saying, "The Maker shall never forget you so long as I remember." The song faded, and the vision with it, and Havard was alone. But his wounds were healed. With new strength, Havard took up the ashes of Our Lady and bore them back to the lands of the Alamari. From Thetis, Myths and Legends by, Brother Genitivi. I was literally just thinking earlier today about what am I going to do for the next PowerPoint. Because I know that I'm going to do a PowerPoint for the romance.
Let's talk about your mother.
Oh my god, Alistair, I'm in the middle.
Talk about your mother.
I'm in the middle.
Talk about. And besides,
of a conversation.
Your mother a scary witch who lives in the middle of a forest?
She's also Captain Janeway.
Much more interesting.
To you, perhaps, you would find the moss growing upon a stone interesting.
You know what's more interesting than that? Apostates, mages
Alistair.
outside of the tower.
Alistair.
That's illegal.
Alistair!
You did not read that in a book somewhere, did you? I hope the small letters did not strain you overmuch.
Oh, we could not talk about your mother. That
Girls are fighting! Anyway, I'm gonna do a PowerPoint for the, Oh, I will. I'm gonna loot them outside. I just really wanted to get into the chantry and loot the entire chantry first. And now I'm gonna go through all the sacks outside. I'm gonna do a, yeah, Alistair! Alistair! Please! It is the property of the chantry. You're so right. I'm gonna have to take all of their stuff. It's just a shield. I should probably give Liliana some more armor. Yes, the whole chantry. Let's just take all of their stuff, too. You were a dick earlier. So I'm gonna get Liliana to open your chest and take all your stuff. Right here, under your nose. That's all the way out there. It's true. I will do just about anything despite the chantry. Controls. Ooh, good thing I looted that! I'm gonna need that gift later on. And to expand my inventory because all these gifts I'm picking up. Yakey. We're gonna get
You are very beautiful, Morrigan.
Tell me something I do not know.
But you are always dressed in such rags. It suits you, I suppose.
Liliana!
Tear here.
Liliana!
There to show some skin. I understand.
You understand I lived in
Liliana, we were all looking.
Get you in a nice
Liliana, we were all looking, but you don't have to say it out loud.
No, maybe velvet. Velvet is heavier, better to guard against the cold in Ferelden. Dark red velvet. Yes. With gold embroidery. It should be cut low in the chest. We don't want to hide your features.
Stop looking
The
at my
features.
breasts like that. 'Tis
Her
most
features.
Disturbing.
You don't think so? And if it's cut low in
This
the front,
disaster
flare
bisexual.
up. Show off that lovely neck.
You are insane. I would sooner let Alistair dress me.
It'll be fun. I promise.
Liliana!
We'll get some shoes.
Liliana, you disaster bi. I love you.
We could go shopping together.
You just really... I was about to say you really want a girlfriend, and I was like, actually in every sense of that phrase, I think yes. Maybe one of these days I will romance Liliana. Except the problem is that, like... The problem is that really where I want to romance Liliana is in Inquisition. I'm like, that's the Liliana that I want to romance.
Taken care of.
No, I'm good. Don't worry about it. I was actually more hoping I could help you.
Need blades right now. We need
we're
beds,
all staring.
food, and an end to all these sad sots.
Well,
I don't suppose you know anything of tonics, medicines, or herbs.
I know a little bit about
They may
herbalism.
be able to do us a lot of good. All manner of travellers come through, many injured or sick. We do our best, but we're out of supplies. There's medicinal herbs in the woods.
She
to the north.
is. She is an
If you
Inquisition.
can
She is one of those characters that like at least
together some
appears
sort of
in
payment.
all of the
I'll write
games.
all you need to know in this note here.
Thank you. She's so good.
Luck finding herbs in the woods.
I didn't need them.
This
Here you go.
will help many people. You're a good sort, you know.
I am a good sort, doing my part out here to improve the popular perception of mages. Sten, buddy.
You wish something more of me?
My dude, let's go.
Yes, I did not think the priestess would part with it.
Does it matter? You can be free.
Perhaps we have different ideas of
I know,
freedom.
you're a Kunari. You don't really... Well, whatever you think, you'll still be free.
And once I am free, you expect me to
Oh, yeah. Skyhold. That depends. How can you help us exactly?
I have been a soldier of the Vanguard all my days.
We love
much of
Skyhold.
warfare, and it seems obvious that you need all the help you can get.
Then yes, come with me if you're willing.
So be it. Set me free and I will follow you against the Blight.
Alright, cool. Let's go.
So it is done. I will follow you into battle. In doing so, I shall find my atonement.
Cool story, bro. And what if I don't lead you to your atonement?
Then I will find it myself. May we proceed?
Alright, that's fair
I am
enough.
Eager to be elsewhere.
So, just want to, like, set expectations, you know? Nah, we're good. But what we will do now is we're gonna, first of all, we're gonna make sure that you have a good staff. What you have is just already way better. Good. Liliana, you're gonna get some nice armor, actually. We're gonna give you... It's medium armor. That's light armor. Oh yeah, we're gonna give you this. Smuggler's boots. Smuggler's bracers. We're gonna give you... Oh, Bragan's bow. Yeah, we're gonna give you that one. That's gonna treat you so right. Extra cunning for you. Wait, no, what have you got? No, that's fine. You can have that one. Ooh, critical and backstab damage for a rogue? Yes, please. Alright, well, there aren't many things here. Alright, well, we'll give you that one, too. Sure, get it out of my inventory. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, it is... Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna give you this one. It is a good tactic, or it would be if I weren't absolutely 100% going to. Let me just quickly drop that command in there. Oh wait, Chandra's board! Excuse me, Chandra's board! We're gonna get some more dialogue as we go over this bridge, aren't we? Oh my god, they decided to be quiet. Let's get some quests. There are no quests available at this time. Well, I guess we're leaving without doing the side quests. This is fine. Listen, I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't even register that it was bad-mouthing. I was like, yeah, no, that's fair. I mean, that is what I'm doing. Die. Got him.
Next.
Oh my god, I love console commands.
On it.
Am I ever going to use lyrium potions? No. Does it matter? Also no. Thanks. It's, sure is hair. So be like, I wish I could say that I— Whoa! Anyway, wish I could say that I'd done anything to take credit for that. It's just like, well,
Let's get started.
It just simply is like that, I guess. There was this one time that my friend, we went to Spa World. That's what it was. One of the like big, like you soak in a big pool all day. I did wash it.
Finally some wildlife. I thought everything was
I love the way that I say that implies that I don't, like, that this is a rare occurrence for me. I actually washed it. Twice a year, whether I need it or not. But we went to Spa World, and, you know, when we're getting dressed afterwards and we're gathering up all our stuff, she
on it.
spent, and I kid you not, like—
I could do that for you.
Thank you.
Done.
She spent, like, 10 minutes. Don't cast stone skin again. Try, like, putting her hair up, and then taking it back down, and then putting it up again, and then taking it back down. Trying to get it to look a specific way. And I'm sitting here like—
Make him praise.
You can look at your hair and decide that you want it to look a specific way. And that,
as you wish,
in your mind is a possibility of, like,
right,
making it do a specific thing that you envision. People can do that? Sounds fake. Thanks, but my hair never does that. It's, well, you brush it and hope for the best.
You know this place will be overrun by the Darkspawn soon. If we go, we won't be able to come back.
This might not be a universal experience, but
We done heard what
apparently some people do, like, think that.
I don't know if you killed King Kalen, and make her forgive me, I don't care. But that bounty on your head could feed a lot of hungry bellies. Attack!
On the one hand, I understand entirely. And on the other hand, it's really cute how you thought you could go up against a Grey Warden. I mean, sometimes you don't even need a comb. It's like, pile of filth. Exactly. It only ever looks good on days when no one will see it. And it's like, he what? Oh, I thought that was the, I thought that was the refugee, and I was like, what? Hello? What's he do? Sir? Oh, that's a very sad looking scarecrow. Oh, look at him. Y'all, why do you make your scarecrows look like skulls? Quick question, why do your scarecrows look like they have skull faces? I mean, I don't care in a, like, intense way. I prefer it to look nice.
This should be easy enough.
And it's just, you know, have that moment of, oh, yeah, figures when
So,
I'm at home.
You truly do not believe in any sort of higher power?
I'm not going to go
It has been
anywhere.
bothering
And it's
you,
just
I
like,
see. No.
all right,
do
well,
not.
now.
Must
Now
I?
is when it's going to
What
look
do you
good.
believe happens to
Fine!
you when you die, then? Nothing?
I do not go to sit by the Maker's side, if that's what you mean.
Only those who are worthy are brought to the Maker's side. So many other sad souls are left
I
to
shall not be
wander
left to
in
wander
void,
the drifting
hopeless
roads of the beyond, for there is no darkness in the Maker's light, and nothing that he has wrought shall be
Evidence of
lost,
this
and all
have
that.
you?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I see only spirits, no wandering ghosts of wicked disbelievers.
It must be
It was
so
always the
sad
same
to
with
be
makeup,
brought to
too.
nothing,
When I
to feel
actually
no
wore
love
that.
and seek no reward in the
It's just
afterlife.
like,
Yes, the anguish tears at me so. You have seen through me to my sad, sad core.
Now you're simply mocking me.
You notice. It appears your
Morgan!
no
Be nice to my girl! I'm pretty sure it's not so much the female mind as the way that girls specifically have been socialized to conceptualize things. These are not inherent qualities. I mean, mood. I mean, big mood. Oh my god. There was a period of time when I actually, like, legitimately knew how to do wingtip eyeliner. And of course, it only ever looked good, like, when I was not going to be going anywhere. What was that sigh for, Liliana? Wait, before I go anywhere, I want to try and sell shit. And then the plague times hit. And I thought, you know what? I'm wearing a mask over my face. And there was a whole period of time when I just, like, didn't leave the house at all. And then I was wearing a mask all the time. And so I didn't wear makeup. Oh, now the Chanter's board is open. Fuck off. Alright, dickhead.
My headache, or do you actually want to buy something?
No, I want to sell stuff. I'm here to make your headache.
Mission accomplished. I hope you're happy.
I am. I am. I'm very
Are you
happy.
here to make my headache, or do you actually want to buy
Oh my god, and I could just go through this loop. Okay, let me see what you have.
It isn't much, but take a look if you want.
Right! It's like, really? But anyway, then it was the plague times, and I was not going anywhere, and I was wearing a mask, and I was like, you know what? I'm simply not gonna bother. I'm gonna get the extra sleep instead. And, infuriatingly, my skin started to look a lot better. It was like, all of a sudden, it cleared up. My skin is flourishing. My crops are flourishing. My skin is clear. All of that nonsense. And I was like, right, well, I guess we are. This memory band, it sells for 0, but it is in my inventory, so fuck that nonsense. Can I sell that? Yes, I can. It is becoming part of me. I mean, at least 50% of my personality is in fact Stardew, so. My crops. I think that was like a Tumblr meme originally, but like, I do think about my crops just so much. Also, I got Rune Factory 5. Just like, while I'm talking about crops.
Let him take notice and shine upon thee. Thou hast
Bee
done his
mechanics.
work this day.
I understand bee mechanics. So I've been thinking about crops in multiple games now. I was I was absolutely not going to. Right, exactly. Because as it is, oh my gosh, I'm trying to do like 5 conversations at once yet again. Because as it is, at least half the time, if you don't wear makeup, and I say you in like a general, usually female kind of way. If you
Did you speak to that knight yesterday? Said he was from Redcliffe.
Go out without makeup, people are like, you alright? You look a little tired. And it's like, or if you go to work in a lot of places without makeup, then it's considered unprofessional. And it's like, it's not necessarily, the call isn't necessarily always coming from inside the house, although after a certain point, this is what I mean about it being like a societal thing. After a while, it does get kind of like programmed into your brain. Well, anyway, I did get Rune Factory 5, and I've been playing it as much as possible. Just how obliged exactly?
You want a reward, eh? I suppose that's an entirely reasonable request. How does 100 silver sound?
Yeah!
To fix up the cart, but,
I wasn't gonna get it. I was not gonna get it originally, and then I started seeing everyone like opening up their version and starting to play it, and I got hit with that FOMO. I was like, all right, you know what? I'll get it. Boop, and they're dead. I played this game like 7 times. I'm not here to do that incredibly slow combat. I'm here for the plot. I served my time. I mean, everyone is kind of hot.
good. One good turn deserves another. That's what the missus always claims.
I was just like, you know, I'm not. It's all gonna be like
this here is my
anime characters who look like they're 12 years old. It's not gonna be a big thing, and then like the very first cutscene happens, and I'm just like, fuck! All right. Does liking Murakumo make me a furry? Don't love what that says about me, but he large. He's large. He's like 2 feet taller than my character. How am I supposed to resist that? On the other hand, Martin seems like a bitch, and I do like that. I doubt you want to travel with the Grey Warden, Bodan. Large boy, exactly.
That does rather explain a lot.
I would like to climb him like a tree.
No offense, but I suspect there's more excitement on your path than my boy and I can handle. Allow me to bid you farewell and good fortune. Goodbye. Now then, let's get this mess down, shall we?
Possibly. I'm unlikely to get it in real life, so listen, I can live vicariously in games. Oh, there's a list. There's a list. Oh my god, that's right. You haven't been here for the list. All right, so we figured out the types of characters that I tend to gravitate towards in a video game romance. And oh boy, we are into the cyberbullying hours. It was gonna happen eventually. What can I say? I rise to the bait delightfully. Alright, so the first 2 on the list were very easy to narrow down. Because they're the ones that I first like realized, like, wait, there's a pattern here. There's a pattern happening. So like the 2 the two immediate types that jumped out were, first of all, himbo. You may not have a brain cell in you, but at least you're pretty. Don't you worry your pretty little head about a thing, I'll handle everything kind of romance option. And falling into that category is, in fact, our good friend Alistair here. My sweet boy, my darling child, he's a big fat idiot. Yeah. And then the second kind is, I can fix him. The second type is 100% I can fix him. Oh shit. It's a new codex entry. Alright, well I'm gonna have to read this in oh, it's short. And then the third one that, the third one kind of was like, oh, and there is a third part. And I realized that in the middle of a PowerPoint, which is the best time to realize, anything. And I was like, oh, yeah, and I guess this character does fall into a third type, which is competency kink. It's like, yeah. And so I'm saying it out. Yeah, you gotta draw attention to it every time. I did. I was just like, oh fuck. Oh no. I'm coming to horrifying realizations about myself. And then apparently now the fourth type is height difference. And listen, that's not so much a type all on their own, but it is an amplifying factor for any of the other types, I think. Oh shit. Anyway, it's 2022. Where's my Logain romance mod? He's also very tall, isn't he? Oh, damn. No, they aren't. But let me just say, like, 1 and 2 specifically are almost never overlapping. You almost never get the, shh, darling, beautiful himbo. Don't worry about anything. You are the best thing for a man to be, a beautiful little idiot. You almost never get that at the same time as I can fix him. Those are two different appeals, which is why they were the first two that I noticed. Oh, fuck, I didn't read it. Anyway, a Maleficar, a blood mage, regretted something. Anyway. That it would be a unique character. Anyway, guess what? Guess which kind of character I'm gonna romance in this game.
The battle is finished.
Don't worry. Now that you mention it, you do get that. You do get that sometimes, but not in a lot of... Oh, they just keep coming. Competent him. Okay, I'm pretty sure those are mutually exclusive. I do not think you can get a competent himbo. No, that's highly overestimating the number of just like truly gorgeous himbos in the world. There are plenty of very attractive guys in the world, but like to be like a truly stunning, where like you've got your looks and nothing else. That is true. Anyway, I realized that you do get mentally unstable pretty idiots, but specifically the only place that I'm noticing them is in Danme fandoms. I'm like, I found the body of the boy's mother. I never see. Oh no! Oh no! The little boy? Wait! Wait, what? Excuse me? Well, I don't think I've ever gotten that quest before. Anyway, this is my most recent pitch for why everyone... Yeah. Yeah, I did say his parents were gone, but I don't think I ever got that part of the quest. Oh, I'm definitely an orphan. Anyway, this is part of my ongoing pitch to everyone, to please join me in crying about, extremely overblown gay Chinese novels. This is all I think about these days. Literally the only thing on my mind at all times.
Let him take notice and shine upon thee, for thou hast done his work this day.
Look at Vithari. She's from the Circle. How blunt do you want to be?
And spoke unto the masses. My
Look at her.
path is
She's a mage. She
my
definitely
bread
doesn't know her
is
parents. Her
yours,
parents, they're
my
elves.
life is yours.
Almost
All
certainly
who
dead.
walk in the sight of the Maker are one.
I don't actually care. Thank you. No. Oh no! There are no quests available. Where? Alright, well I guess we gotta go take the keepsake to the little boy. Fuck. That is true. That is true. So the blights are sweeping the lands. On the downside, your parents are dead. On the upside, though, you probably won't have to... You probably won't have to deal with that situation. You won't have to live in that state of being for very long. If that's any comfort. By the way, I see a massive Darkspawn army coming, so I'm gonna peace out. Thanks. Exactly. It's like, well, it's very sad, but where is this child? Where's the child? There's only one thing worse than a rapist. Boom. A child. No! Let's speed run these stages of grief. Where is he? Refugee boy? Is that him?
I want to go home.
Nope, that ain't him. Let me loot your bookcase. Oh my god, the codex updated. No, I've already read the Sacred Edge. Fuck off. Fuck off. Where is the child? You have no home. Oh, you're certainly not going to have a home for long. On the schism of... I don't think it's pronounced schism. Schism? Anyway, the Imperial Chantry. There are those who would tell you that the Chantry is the same everywhere as it is here, that the divine in Val Royeaux reigns supreme in the eyes of the Maker, and that this fact is unquestioned throughout Thedas. Do not believe it. The Maker's second commandment, magic must serve man, not rule over him, never held the same meaning within the ancient Tevinter Imperium as it did elsewhere. The Chantry there interpreted that rule as meaning that mages should never control the minds of other men, and that otherwise their magic should benefit the rulers of men as much as possible. When the clerics of Tevinter altered the Chant of Light to reflect this interpretation of the commandment, the divine in Val Royeaux ordered the clerics to revert to the original chant. They refused, claiming corruption within Val Royeaux, an argument that grew until, in 487 Towers, the Chantry in Tevinter elected its own legitimate and uncorrupted divine, Valhall, who was not only male, but also happened to be one of the most prominent members of the Tevinter Circle of Magi. This black divine was reviled outside Tevinter, his existence an offense to the Chantry in Val Royeaux. No sympathy whatsoever. After 4 exalted marches to dislodge these rebels, all that the Chantry in Val Royeaux accomplished was to cement the separation. While most aspects of the Imperial Chantry's teachings are the same, prohibitions against magic have been weakened, and male priests have become more prevalent. The Circle of the Magi today rules Tevinter directly, ever since the Archon Nomaran was elected in 734 Storm, directly from the ranks of the enchanters, to great applause from the public. He dispensed with the old rules forbidding mages from taking part in politics, and within a century, the true rulers within the various imperial houses, the mages, took their places openly within the government. The Imperial Divine is now always drawn from the ranks of the first enchanters and operates as Divine and Grand Enchanter both. This is utter heresy to any member of the Chantry outside of Tevinter, a return to the days of the Magisters, which brought the blights down upon us. But it exists, and even though we have left the Tevinter Imperium to the mercies of the dread Kunari, still they have endured. Further confrontation between the Black Divine and our so-called White Divine is inevitable. From Edicts of the Black Divine by Father David of Corinus, 811 Blessed. We are united in, I'm desperately trying to come up with a word that's not, cruelty, but,
So tell me something, Morrigan. Did you live
I
in
don't
that forest
find that,
right?
I'm not seeing that boy anywhere.
But I always return.
I'm not seeing the boy.
Is that so strange? It was my
Where
home.
is
But
he?
it was just you and your mother there. No one else.
Mother occasionally had company.
What? Company? Do I even want to ask?
No, you really don't.
Hey, Morrigan? Hey, Morrigan, you had a fucked up childhood. I love you, but girl? Girl, I know that you're, like, trying to position yourself as, like, very much more pulled together and superior to everyone else, but girl, are you okay? Do you want to talk about this? Everyone in this party needs therapy. Ah, yes, the Orlesians conquered Ferelden. Fuck Orlais. The entire game. Yeah, everyone here. Everyone here needs therapy. The inventory is not. Alright, well, I guess I just turned it into the chanter. Alright, well, north. North, there are bears. Where are the bears? Where are the bears?
So I take it you did not enjoy your Templar training?
That's directed at me, I take it.
That's
Do you see any others about who have failed at their religious...
Morgan!
I didn't fail. I was recruited into the Grey Wardens.
And if you had not been recruited, what would have happened instead?
I would have turned into a drooling lunatic, slaughtered the Grand Cleric, and run through the streets of Denham in my small clothes, I guess.
Your self-awareness does you credit.
I thought you'd like that.
Yeah, but that's actually... Oh, we haven't gotten to, That's actually closer to the mark than, I think we're quite ready to talk about. I do love Alistair. I love him so much, and it's... Listen, I gotta recruit my boy quickly, because I can feel myself getting charmed. Oh, he's just so sweet. This dumbass. He's so pretty, and like, where are the bears? Where are the bears? Excuse me. Where are they? Make you an orphan. Where are the bears? Please. I'm begging. That's not Inquisition. Are there bears in 2? Look, a kid. Let's go give the kid. Let's go traumatize a child. You know what? Oh, I walked into that one. Woo! To be fair, Garrett himself also. Not that we'll be seeing him in my game, but Mailhawk. Yeah. All right, well. Oh, probably. Blackwall. Blackwall! Oh my god, what if I romanced Blackwall? Oh, he's big. I can fix him. Is there anyone in Inquisition who isn't, though? Josie. Is she the only romance who's not I can fix him? Quite possibly. You know what? Where are the bears? We might have to leave. We might have to leave without. It's a whole sovereign. Fuck. It's a whole sovereign, and I do want the money. Is it out? I wish the map were like halfway decent. Why? That's north, though. Do I have to just turn it in? That's the Chanter's board. I do want the pocket change. I killed the wolves. I killed the bandits. I killed the spiders. I found the mother. Where? Oh shit! Got him. Oh, he's full of rage. And there's no loot. Alright, cool. I did. I'm so proud of myself. The massive ecological destruction. So, all in all, a good kill count. All of the wildlife, some bandits, childlike innocence. Yeah. I am a master of destruction. Great! Now we can finally leave this godforsaken town. Guess where we're gonna get to go next? Is it Lothering? Not Lothering. Is it Redcliffe? It might be Redcliffe. I think we're gonna go to Redcliffe first.
Blessed
Sir!
are the peacekeepers, champions of the just.
Yeah,
The stars
just
stood still. The
just give me
winds
the money,
did
please.
quiet, and all animals of earth and air held their breath. All was silent in prayer and...
You also sound like Jowan. You just qualified for a specialization? Hot diggity shit. Wait, I had this exact same problem last time I played, where for some reason it says that I have not unlocked Blood Mage, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure I did. Oh, so I can get 2 specializations. Yeah, listen. We'll leave them to deal with the hundreds of dead bodies. Spoiler alert, they won't have to. So I can get 2 specializations, and I would love to be a blood mage. I'm not gonna lie, I would love to be a blood mage. Because that's right, you had said earlier, oh, what we got from that is blood magic is bad. And it's like, what we got from that is that the Chantry hates blood magic. Is blood magic inherently evil? Is a question that the games, overall, like to kind of debate. How evil is blood magic? Can it be used for very evil things? Yes, 100%. Can it be very easily abused? Also, yes. It is an instant boost of power that you would not... It's like... It's a lot. Well, I mean, yeah, this is multi-classing. Or it's, yeah, well, it's specialization. The dangers, of course, of blood magic are, that it's very easy to want to do something that's beyond your means and to be like, we need more blood. Where can I get that? Other people. I don't think that's an inherent evil of blood magic. It's just as it's a very, like most power, a very easy pitfall to fall into. What am I going to be? A shapeshifter, a spirit healer, an arcane warrior. I mean, it's probably specialization. It's just giving me, like, more niche magic skills. I would love to be a shapeshifter, honestly. Am I going to use it? No. But I think I will become a... Oh, I can turn into a spider. Fuck yeah. There we go. Previous, actually, I gotta level up my magic. Yeah, shapeshifter is really cool. We're gonna go with the spider, because that's the first one I can get. Alright, cool. Is this everything? Is that everything? Is that everything? There are no quests available. Fuck yeah. A spooter. I'm gonna get spooter. Yeah. And now I can turn into a spider. And I sure hope no one here is arachnophobic, because... oh boy, spiders sure are ugly in this game. Now we can leave. And, spoiler alert, they absolutely will not have to clean up these bodies. Disaster will strike long before that becomes an issue. Ooh, shapeshift in the chantry. What you gonna do about it? I'm a Grey Warden, you can't touch me! I'm a bad bitch, you can't kill me. It said quest completed. I wanna... fuck off. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Lothering and the Imperial Highway. You've traveled past Lothering and are now on the Imperial Highway, which runs through all of Ferelden. This highway will take you to the various places you need to go. Redcliffe, the Brazilian Forest, the Circle of the Magi's Tower, and the Dwarven City of Orzammar. Alright, well, we can't go to Orzammar right now, because Orzammar is level gated. I could. I would 100% have picked blood magic. Listen, Vethari, in her core, is a blood mage. She saw Jowan do it and is like, well, if my best friend jumped off a bridge, I would too, so. I'm just going to have to unlock that specialization and take it as my level 14 specialization. I can't wait. Yeah. The two kinds of magic that the Chantry hates the most. Shape-shifting and blood magic. That's me. Fuck the Chantry. 500 years of loading screens. Are we gonna show up at camp? Is it camp? Is it time for camp? We're gonna go back to the base. We're gonna talk to all of our friends. We're gonna have some conversations with our friends. Oh shit, yeah. General Kenobi. Hey, that seemed a little bit upsetting. Yeah. Right, that was a lot. It's just like, well, that was bad. That seemed not fun.
Bad dreams, huh?
Must have been something I ate.
Drank more like, as in the tainted blood, remember? You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn.
Ah, that's unsettling.
That's what your dream was, hearing them. The archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight.
Why didn't Duncan just tell everyone that?
He did. He said he felt the archdemon's
He should have
presence.
been
Everyone
more
just
explicit.
assumed he was guessing.
Like, literally,
It takes a
we
bit,
can
but
sense it.
eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the archdemon a bit, but I sure
This is
can't.
once again the Grey Wardens being
Anyhow,
secretive as fuck.
When I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me too.
Imagine if I were a dwarf. Because they don't dream. Which is another fun little bit of dwarf lore that's going to fit into the overall picture that all of the games make up, which is, hey, what the fuck is up with the dwarves? No, like, what the fuck is up with the dwarves? They can't do magic. They don't dream. That sounds an awful lot like the Tranquil. Except dwarves definitely do have emotions. Anyway, this is my current running pet theory that the dwarf lore is going to be the most pivotal bit later on. Like, this is going to come back in a major way. Anyway, any other surprises I should know about?
Other than dying young and the whole defeat the blight alone thing, no.
God.
I'm all tapped out.
It's the deflecting with humor for me.
Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
It's the Alright, new quest, Soldier's Peak, new quest, King's Confidant. These are all DLC quests, and I shan't be doing them right now. Well, let's talk to everyone. We're gonna do the rounds real quick. Buddy, you first.
What do you need?
Do you want to talk about Duncan? Bud, do you want to talk about Duncan?
You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did.
Just thought you might need to talk.
I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the blight and...
Oh, honey.
Everything. I'm sorry.
Short. There's no need to apologize, my dude.
I'd like to have a proper funeral.
It's all good.
Maybe
Shit's rough, I get it.
If we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to
They're short of a lot of things. Listen, he had you. Oh, that's... You know, that's an... I'm not gonna be that. I'm not gonna be that gooey. I don't think Vathari is. That's an excellent idea.
I think he came from High Ever.
Yeah.
Or so
You know what?
he said.
It's a good idea. You should do
Maybe
that.
I'll go up there sometime. See about putting up something in his honor. I don't know. Have you had someone close to you die? Not that I mean to pry, I'm just...
This is very funny if you're playing the human noble origin, because your entire origin is that, yeah, your entire family just got slaughtered. So it's like, yeah. Have I had someone close to me die? Yeah. I've lost it. Listen, not really. Not since I went to the tower. No, because the tower is like orphan core. Oh my god. It's, yeah. So listen, I went to the tower. The overall quality of life for mages there, not great, considering that it's like, if you fail your harrowing, they just straight up kill you.
Yes, I imagine you really
It's like, yeah. It's rough.
Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little.
It's it's orphans all the way down. Maybe I'll go to High Ever with you when you go.
I'd like that. So would he, I think.
Get me those sweet, sweet approval points. Alistair approves, plus... Oh, don't freeze. Plus 4. Thought I was gonna get more than that. Hey, Liliana, my girl. What's up?
Yes?
What's up? I'd like to talk.
Well?
It's true. It's orphans. Excuse me. So this vision of yours? Is this this a vision?
I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness.
Yeah.
It was so dense, so
It's like,
real. And there was a noise,
wait.
a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness...
You just stole that from Lord of the Rings, didn't you? That's literally Eowyn.
Swallowed the last of the sun's light. I fell, and the darkness drew me in.
Oh, it's not. Wait, I think it's gone. I think we may be good now. So it's just a dream. Why say it's a vision?
I have had dreams. This was different somehow.
Yeah.
When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rosebush in the corner had flowered.
Suddenly, this becomes a crossover with the rose and the
It
nightingale.
was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw.
It's literally the nightingale and the rose.
Beautiful rose.
She does. I think that's a.
It was as though the
I think it's a
maker
mod.
stretched out his hand to say, even in
That
the
looks
midst
like
of
one
the
of the
darkness,
mod eyes that I
there is
have,
hope
but they're
and
very. They
beauty.
are nice.
Have faith.
And this made you want to help me?
In my dream, I fell, or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the blight.
They do.
I
They're
know
glow
that
in
we
the
can
dark
do it.
eyes.
There are so many
A thing that I
victims
wish
in
the
the
games
world.
did,
How can I sit
but
by
that
while
is
the blight
like,
devours
I'm
everything?
pretty sure actually canon, is that elves' eyes do that thing that like animal eyes do, like cat eyes do, where like if they're in the dark and you shine a light on it, they get that reflecty thing, which is so spooky. And I think that more should be done with elves getting the reflecty eye thing. I suppose I couldn't sit by either.
That is why you're a Grey Warden. Come, there's a blight to stop.
I mean, I'm a Grey Warden because the Templars were about to kill my ass. So that's why I'm here. Oh, +2. Alright, well. Okay. The inside, it reflects off the inside of her eyelids, and it's like, I'm pretty sure they do. I don't think that's just a, like, fan canon thing. I'm pretty sure that's canon.
What do you wish of me?
I'd like to ask you something.
If you must.
Is Flemeth really what she seems to be?
Well, that depends, does it not? What does she seem to be?
That's a good point. Powerful Maleficar. Human?
Oh, she certainly was human. Once.
Unsettling.
How much do you know of the
Very
tale?
unsettling.
The one that the chastened still tell of my mother, to frighten them into obedience.
I didn't even know there was such a thing. I grew up in a tower.
Ah, I see. That does
I
explain
grew up in a
much.
tower. I've heard
I can
nothing.
relay what Flemeth once told me herself, and you can decide whether or not 'tis the truth, if you desire.
Sounds interesting.
As the tale is sung by the bards, there was a time when Flemeth was young.
I mean, she
and
looks
beautiful.
human.
A fair lass in a land of barbarian men, the desire of any who saw her.
Just how... Not true then? Just how long ago is this? Oh, she's still doing it. Yeah, she cast a spell.
Before this land was even named Ferelden. The tales say that
She
Flemeth
cast, I think,
fell
like
in love
Stone
with
Skin or
Ocean the
something like
Bard,
that.
and fled the castle
And
of her
it's
husband,
still
the dread
there.
Lord
And it just
Conobar,
shows
and
up.
that he swore vengeance for her infidelity.
Hmm,
In
cool.
truth, my mother claims that 'twas Osen who was her husband, and Conobar the jealous lord who looked on from afar. Lord Conobar
Interesting.
approached young Osen and offered him wealth and power in exchange for his lovely wife. And Osen agreed.
Yeah. He sold his wife to another man?
The life of a bard is a poor one, and love fades in the wake of hunger. 'Twas Flemeth who suggested the arrangement.
Okay.
All would have been well had Lord Conobar kept his end of the bargain. But he was a foul man who
It's true.
bargained with coin he did not possess. Osen was led off to a field and slain, left for dead. Flemeth spoke to the spirits and learned of the deed.
I
and
cannot
swore
wait to see
revenge.
Shale. But was... She spoke to... I don't like any of these options. She spoke to spirits or demons. But wasn't she now married to a wealthier man? Well, she literally just said that he was promising money he didn't have. And so she truly loved Os. And then, judging by everything we've seen about Flemeth, Did your sister get pooped on? Wasn't she now married to a wealthier? I'm just gonna go with that.
That was not the point. Conobar had no honor, so she would not have him.
Well, that's fair.
Flemeth begged the spirits to aid her, and 'twas they who slew Conobar. The demon the legend tells of came later. Lord Conobar's allies chased Flemeth, you see. Chased her to the wilds, and there she hid. There she found the demon, and he made her strong. The legends all speak of the great hero Cormac, he who defeated Flemeth and her great army when she invaded the lowlands centuries later.
I'm putting things together that I learned in later games. Which, she never invaded or he never defeated her?
The truth of the matter is that there was never
Everyone got pooped on. Oh no.
The chastened never raised
Seagulls are
an arm under her banner,
bastards.
and she never fought with any warrior
looking at
named
snakes is in
Cormac.
fact the correct thing to do. Snakes are very
Cormac
cool.
led a brutal civil war against his own people, and later claimed it was to vanquish evil that had taken root amongst the lords. Thus, he was hailed a hero. Flemeth was only attached to the legend much later. Perhaps 'twas due to the great war with the
Interesting.
Chastened that eventually came, but Mother claims not to know how it began.
The legend tells of Flemeth having many daughters?
You ask if I have sisters. I have asked of this myself. The stories tell of many witches of the wilds after all, not just the one. And these tales existed long before I did. Flemeth refuses to speak of other daughters, if they existed. So, should I believe I am her first? I doubt that too.
Why would she refuse to speak of them?
The Chastened tell of a falling out between Flemeth and her daughters. They say that one day she hunted them all through the wilds and ate their hearts.
Interesting.
It may be true. I have never seen another witch or heard of one. Perhaps one day Flemeth will eat my heart as well.
An interesting story. Thank you.
Flemeth
The
tells it
jewelry
with
is
far
so
more
good.
embellishment than I.
I've seen a couple
You are
really
welcome.
good cosplays, and
Dare
it's
I
like,
ask of your own mother? Few are abominations of legend, 'tis true, but I find myself curious nevertheless.
what are the options here? There's really nothing to say about her.
I see. I find myself a little envious, to tell the truth.
I
But it
am
matters
looking
not. Let us
disrespectfully.
move on.
I just think that she's probably very cold. You know, Ferelden's really cold. She approves, +3. I got more approval from Morrigan than I did from Liliana. And now, my guy Sten, who is an enigma. I have to save because I genuinely do not know. I do not know how this is going to come out.
Why are we stopping?
We're working together. I think I should get to know you.
There are darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful?
I need to know if I can trust you at my back.
I am Kunari. I have given my word to aid you.
It's
We are
true.
not people of idle promises.
I've never seen a Kunari before. Tell me about your people.
No.
No? Why not?
People are not simple. They cannot be summarized for easy reference in the manner of the elves are a lithe, pointy-eared people who excel at poverty.
You said you were in the army. It's like, okay, listen, touche. But okay, you said you were in the army.
I am.
Why would the Kunari send soldiers here?
The Antam are the eyes, hands, and mouth of the Kunari. We are how my people know the world.
Doesn't that make your view of things a little skewed?
Compared to what?
Well, you only learn about people you conquer?
What does anyone truly know of the world? The world changes. We change. The Antam observe what we can, just as you do. There is no point to this. We are keeping the Darkspawn waiting.
Are you alright? You were in that cage for weeks.
You are concerned. No need. I am fit enough to fight.
Alright, we should get moving.
As you wish.
Oh boy, the moment of truth. Sten approves! Oh my gosh. Because my recollection is that Sten likes it when you question things, but he doesn't like it when I think if you're like rude or like stubbornly refuse to think about things. I think.
Timely rescuer, Bodon Feddick at your service.
Bodon.
I saw your camp and thought to
my
myself,
guy.
what safer place to rest for the evening than in the camp of a Grey Warden. I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good?
My guy. Feel free. Listen, you're free to stay.
Wonderful. Thank the kind lady.
Enchantment?
Thank you, kind lady.
Enchantment.
It won't be a bother to you and your companions, I assure you. If you should need enchantments, simply talk to my boy. Otherwise, come speak with me.
Yes. Oh, is that it? Hello? Oh, well, okay. We're gonna clear all these quest markers. Hello, Sandal.
The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantment.
He's so good. I love Sandal.
Actually called him what was he now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed.
He's a delight. What enchantments does he do?
He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor, though naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than others. It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform, but my boy here is just
he's
as
so
adept
sweet.
at it. Isn't that right, boy?
Enchantment.
And there you have it.
He's so sweet. Oh, listen, I want some enchanting done.
Enchantment.
Enchantment. All right, what have I got? What have I got? I've got Oathkeeper and Oblivion. No. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna do that. Sun boy. No boys allowed. Sun boy allowed. It's Sandal. If it'll unfreeze. Come on. There we go. Yeah, Bodon and Sandal. He's so sweet. I love Sandal. This bitch. The boy is a shoe. Alright, Levy.
You're a hard woman to find.
Yeah, okay, I don't.
The name is Levy Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention
This
me?
bitch!
Levy of the coins? Levy the trader?
Duncan never mentioned you.
Really? He never told you of old Levy? We've known each other for years.
Okay, but like we didn't have a lot of time to talk about that sort of thing.
Blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me. But poor Duncan's... well, no more.
Yeah, I know. I was at Ostagar.
Well, I know he would want his work carried on. His pledge fulfilled.
Okay. Well, what promise did he make?
My family, well, past a bit checkered to see. Nobles look at us with disdain.
This guy?
My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden Commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders.
That good lore!
And he took House Dryden's land and titles.
Just tell me what I need to know.
Duncan wanted to reclaim the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. And perhaps we'll uncover evidence
They didn't
to
like the
restore
Grey
my family's
Wardens.
honor along the way.
And
nobody's been to Soldier's Peak since
this
the Grey Wardens
DLC
were
right
based.
here kind of digs into why the Grey Wardens were banned.
Help me.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's go to Soldier's Peak. Sure. This is going to dig into though why the Wardens got banned from Ferelden.
When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
If I knew that song better, I would probably have burst into song. Hello! Good to see you! What is up? The history of the Drydens. Okay, well, and Sophia Dryden. Happy Tuesday! It sure is a Tuesday. Oh boy. Alright, this is a lot. Not a whole lot. Once again, just playing Dragon Age with its massive walls of text. Yeah, nothing much new is happening. That is a lot of text. All right, well, here we go. Oh, dang. 100 days already. Huh. I follow at least one Twitter account that I have not seen in a long time that has like a little, every day it tweets out like a progress bar of the year. And I'm realizing that I haven't seen it in a while because I'm like, I did not realize we were that far through the year. Let me start reading about Sophia Dryden here. Sophia Dryden is Ferelden's light and her most brilliant jewel. Nothing on this earth can ever quench her fire. Arlessa Sophia Dryden was the young Arlen's rival for the throne of Ferelden. Oh my god. Days start coming and they don't stop coming. Dryden was a strong and charismatic leader with much support from the Bannorn. When Arlen finally won the crown, Dryden refused to relent. She pushed her claim, was caught, and accused of treason. Her sympathizers continued to support her, however. In order to appease them, Dryden was spared execution and forced to join the Grey Wardens instead. Dryden survived the joining and dazzled the Grey Wardens at Soldier's Peak with her leadership skills and charm. She eventually rose through the ranks to become the Warden Commander of Ferelden. Before Commander Dryden, the Grey Wardens were seen as a relic of an older time and an unnecessary drain on the nobles' coffers. Dryden, though, with her political connections, reinvigorated the Wardens and rapidly increased their numbers. In the meantime, King Arlen proved himself a devious king, willing to go to brutal lengths to silence his opponents. Arlen's reign of terror grew worse with each passing year, and some of the bands approached Commander Dryden in desperation, begging her to intercede. She agreed, and thus the rebellion against King Arlen was born. Arlen learned of the rebellion and took steps to end it. He publicly suspended all tithing to the Grey Wardens and declared that they were no longer welcome in Ferelden. Some of the Wardens, mindful that they were supposed to remain politically neutral, felt disgraced by Dryden's involvement in Ferelden politics and left her side, even as the king's forces lay siege to Soldier's Peak. The siege took months and ended with the death of Sophia Dryden. And that's from the personal files of Levi Dryden, merchant. So, that is what, whoops! Basically, it's, Sophia Dryden was the last Warden Commander of Ferelden back before the Wardens were banned from Ferelden originally. And she, and the fact that she got involved in Ferelden politics was the reason that they were banned from Ferelden. She kind of staged rebellion against the king, who, to be fair, the history books do say was a tyrant. But the Wardens are supposed to be politically neutral, and she was not. And she got the Wardens banned from Ferelden, and they were only allowed back in when, as I said in my PowerPoint, when Merrick let them back in. Anyway. Yes, thank you. Love the commentary. I'm trying to read out loud all of the, or at least the most important codex entries that I encounter, because the lore is so important in this game. So that's why I'm trying to read all the stuff out. But anyway, yes, thank you for the lurk. Just thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a good time. Let me talk to my dog, Teacup! My sweet puppy Teacup! We're gonna talk to Teacup, and then we're gonna head out.
Why, you little...
What?
Your furry friend here took offense at me getting near his food.
My sweet baby, he's so cute. Oh, Alistair, are you okay, buddy? There's hardly any blood drawn. Still, he shouldn't have. Buddy, don't snap.
Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach you.
I sure will teach you, Alistair. Don't try and take a dog's food while he's eating. That's like rule number 1. I, not having owned a dog for years, know that. Yeah, shh. puppy is never in the wrong. Teacup is always perfect.
Really old
Oh, okay.
about how the hound warrior
Stop, Alistair, stop teasing my dog!
the flesh of the vanquished.
Don't!
Well, that's what I heard anyway.
Don't!
Be human.
Stop telling horror stories to my dog!
Oh, like you can tell the difference. For all you know, maybe you've already been fed something. Someone.
This bitch. Baby! Don't listen to Alistair. He's full of rubbish.
Hey!
Am I gonna get disapproval for that? No! Alright, we're good. Let's go! Wait, save. But is it time yet? Is it time? Is it time? You can't be mean to my boy. Alright, we're gonna take... So we're going to Redcliffe. It's true. It is true. We're going to Redcliffe. Well, we're taking Liliana. We're taking the two goody-goodies. Both Morrigan and Sten are probably not gonna love me. We'll take Sten. We'll take Sten. Sure, why not? They're not gonna love me wanting to help everyone. But you know what? Oh, we also need to get Sten some decent armor. Where are we going? We're going, I believe, we're in Lothering. We're gonna go Ben Lauren's Land, Sulker's Pass. What the fuck is that? No, I don't think it did. So I'm gonna have to dig back through and see what's going on. That's Soldier's Peak. There's Denerim, that's the capital. That's the Brazilian outskirts. Excuse me. That's with the Dalish, and we're not going there. I think we're gonna go to Redcliffe, which of course means we're gonna. Yeah, Redcliffe is gonna. It's gonna loop us into the mage quest anyway. So, because listen, I do know how I'm gonna handle this one. Is it him? Is it him? Is it him? Swords. Ksh. Let's go. Ksh. Come on. Let's go. Load, please. I love this game. Yes! Please, please, please. I know which quest I want. I know which random encounter I want. Please, please. Please? Hold up, hold up. Okay. Oh, I didn't give Sten any armor. Fuck.
Thank the Maker. We need help. They attacked the wagon. Please help us. Follow me. I'll take you to them.
Does it throw me right into it? No, it doesn't. Okay, good, 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 good. Now, this is a mod that is working. Because normally I would not, we're gonna put him in heavy armor. Normally we would not be getting Zevran this early. We're putting you in heavy chainmail. Yeah. And the soldier's helm. And now we're going to be putting some of these things on you here. Well, none of those belts are good. Yeah, we're going to give you this one. And I have no more rings. Well, I guess we're going to give you that one. That's fine. Yeah, no dog. But it's time. It's him. Oh. What a great meet cute. I mean, I don't know about you, but this is the way I prefer to meet my romantic interests.
The Grey Warden dies here.
Yeah. All right, now, first of all, okay, good. We're gonna... Good. I am immortal. Because I'm not gonna fudge this battle. And you know what? You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna keep Liliana alive. And we're gonna take out this mage first. It is him. It's Mr. Fix-It. And we're gonna... Where is he? Where'd my boy go? There he is. Well, let's get these guys before we do fuck else. Let's... Yeah, we're gonna threaten. And you are gonna... Yeah, you know what? We'll get you up here. We'll just send you up there to, Yeah, we're gonna go with that one. All right. That's a lot of people all of a sudden. All right, we're gonna go over here. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Pardon me. We're gonna cast lightning on you real quick. Oh, that's true. Ah! 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 Oh, no. I switched back. No, I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry.
No mercy.
I switched back. I hit a button. Wow, y'all are dead. Do I not have y'all? I don't want that one. I know, it's massive. Yeah. Well, everyone else is down. My health is actually doing pretty okay. Nope. Real big. Well, while we're here, let's I'm gonna loot Zevran. Babe. Nope.
Right. Oh, lovely.
You good? Can I? Ah! Alright, well, and that still wouldn't have killed me! Oh, 100%. Oh, she got him. Okay. Okay. I have also talked to people who just straight up killed him here, and I'm like, but look at him. Look at... Babe.
Oh, what?
Draw me like one of your Arlesian girls.
Oh, I rather thought I would wake up dead, or not wake up at all, as the case may be.
Sir!
But I see you haven't
Slut.
killed me yet.
I love him. If we're lucky. Oh, gee. Oh, because these are all such good options. They're all, he's a fucking delight. Oh my god, I love Zevran. I decided I wanted to torture you first.
Oh, so you kept me around to have a bit of fun, did you?
Zevran!
But the purpose behind torture is usually to interrogate, yes? In that case, despite the potential for fun, perhaps
The potential
I'll save you a
for
bit of
fun.
time and get right to the point.
Zevran?
My name is Zevran. Zev to my friends. I am a member
To
of
be
the
fair,
Anti-Crows,
he is right that that's
the
a thing to
sole
shelve
purpose
for
of
later. We
slaying
have not
any
established
surviving
safe
Grey
words or
Wardens,
anything like that.
which I have failed at, sadly.
I'm rather happy you failed.
So would I be in your shoes. For me, however, it sets a rather poor precedent.
God,
doesn't
he's
it?
such a delight.
Being captured by a target seems a tad detrimental to one's budding assassin career.
Too bad for you, then.
Yes, it's true. Too bad for me.
Who hired you to kill us?
A rather taciturn fellow in the capital. Logan, I think his name was. Yes, that's it.
Does that mean you're loyal to Logain?
I have no idea what his issues are with you. The usual, I imagine. You threaten his power, yes? Beyond that, no, I am not loyal to him. I was contracted.
He continues to lie there like that. Listen. He knows his angles. And now that you failed that service?
Oh, well, that's between Logan and the Crows, and between the Crows and myself.
Look at him. Look at him. And between you and me.
Isn't that what we're establishing now?
When were you to see him next?
I wasn't. If I had succeeded, I would have returned home and the Crows would have informed your Logan of the results.
Uh-huh.
He didn't already know.
He
If
sure
I had
fucking
failed,
does.
I would be dead, or I should be, at least as far as the Crows are concerned. No need to see Logan then.
If you had failed?
What can I say, huh? I am an eternal optimist. Although the chances of succeeding at this point seem a bit slim, don't they?
Sir.
No, I don't suppose you'd find that funny.
Okay, but I did find that very oh my god, this man. Of course, all this becomes a little bit less funny when you like delve into his character, and it's like, oh fuck, these are all like horrifyingly gained survival mechanisms, aren't they? Fuck. Ooh, yikey, my dude. But also very funny. How much were you paid?
I wasn't paid anything. The Crows, however, were paid quite handsomely, or so I understand. Which does make me about as poor as a chantry mouse, come to think of it.
Oh my god.
Being an Antivan Crow isn't for the ambitious, to be perfectly honest.
Then why are you one?
Well, aside from a distinct lack of ambition, I suppose it's because I wasn't given
Lack
much
of
of a
ambition.
choice. The Crows bought me young. I was a bargain, too, or so I'm led to believe. But
Yeah.
let my sad story influence you. The Crows aren't so bad.
And the way he downplays everything, he's perfectly framing everything to make himself look sympathetic when it's useful, and other than that, lighthearted and amusing, so that you don't take him seriously. Oh, wow, I'm obsessed with him. I'm literally obsessed with Zevran. He's so good. He's, they're a guild of assassins, essentially. He is, and the thing that absolutely just, once it was pointed out to me, I've never been able to stop looking for it, is the fact that in conversations, like with a lot of the other companions, you can tell when you say something they don't like, because they'll kind of like their response will sound disapproving. With Zevran, nope, not the intent. He laughs at everything. He flatters you with everything you say. And it's only after you get out of the conversation that you can see the little disapproval tick, because he is sure as fuck is not going to tell you what he actually thinks of you, because his survival and well-being depends on you liking him. And it's like, wow, wow. So, like, yeah, I immediately, the first time I played it, was like, Alistair, he's so sweet. And then the more I play it, the more I'm like, I cannot stop thinking about Zevran. I cannot. He's fascinating. Anyway, if you were considering joining, I'd really think twice about it. I'll take that under advisement.
You seem like a bright girl. I'm sure you have other options.
Also, he's just very charming. Why are you telling me all this?
Why not? I wasn't paid for silence. Not that I offered it for sale, precisely.
Aren't you at least loyal to your employers? Were you paid to talk my ear off then? There's no reason for me to believe anything you say. Were you paid to talk my ear off then?
Consider it something I'm throwing in for free.
God, he's such a charm.
As it is, if you're done with the interrogation, I have a proposal for you, if you're of a mind.
I'm listening. Make it quick.
Well, here's the thing. I failed to kill you, so my life is forfeit. That's how it works. If you don't kill me, the crows will. Thing is, I like living. And you obviously are the sort to give the crows
The
pops.
fact that he's still on the ground! Oh my gosh! Can I expect the same amount of loyalty from you? What's to stop you from finishing the job later?
To be completely honest, I was never given much.
And then he lays on the sympathy again.
They
Ooh.
bought me on the slave market when I was a child. I think I paid my worth back to them plus tenfold. The only way out, however, is to sign up with someone they can't touch. Even if I did kill you now, they might just kill me on principle for failing the first time.
He is.
Honestly, I'd rather take my chances with you.
Can I expect the same amount of loyalty from you?
I happen to be a very loyal person, up until the point where
And
someone
boy,
expects
is
me to
he.
die for failing. That's not a fault, really, is it? I mean, unless you're the sort who would do the same thing, in which case I don't come very well recommended, I suppose.
What do you want in return?
Well, let's see. Being allowed to live would be nice, and would make me marginally more useful to you. And somewhere down the line, if you should decide that you no longer have need of me, then I go on my way. Until then, I'm yours. Is that fair?
Listen, you had to phrase it like that, didn't you? Okay. Why would I want your service?
Why? Because I am skilled at many things, from fighting to stealth and picking locks. I could also warn you should the Antivan Crows attempt something more sophisticated, now that my attempts have failed. I could also stand around and look pretty if you prefer. Warm your bed. Fend off unwanted suitors, no?
Zevran fake dating trope. Isn't that the entire Zevran romance, though? That... I know, he did! And see, this is why I'm obsessed with him. Fuck! Is this before or after you stabbed me in the back?
These things you said, they must drive the men back home simply alive.
Stop!
What shall it be?
Oh my
Shine armor.
God!
Find a better
Oh,
name, I promise.
my heart. Okay. Very well. I accept your offer.
What? You're taking the assassin with us now? Does that really seem like a good idea?
Oh, now this one's mean. You're here, aren't you? Collecting cast-offs is what I do. Okay, no. I'm not going to be mean to Alistair like that. I can still look pretty... To be fair to Zevran, though, he's not actually a himbo. He just plays one on TV. That is the persona he puts on, and it's like, yeah, no, like... But you are right, that it's like, oh, so it's like the best of both worlds. It's like the best of both worlds, isn't it? Yeah, he sure... Damn! He's the entire package, ain't he? If you want to kill Alistair, then you do it.
Well, no. I suppose we could use whatever help
Didn't
we
think
can get.
so.
Still, if there was a sign we were desperate,
I bet there's a lot he keeps in that wardrobe.
Welcome, Zevran. Having an Antivan Crow join us sounds like a fine plan.
Oh, you are another companion to be, then? I wasn't aware such loveliness existed amongst adventurers, surely.
Or maybe not.
I hereby pledge my oath of loyalty to you until such a time as you choose to release me from it. I am your man, without reservation. This I swear.
Okay, he hit me in another weak spot there, I gotta say. It's about the oaths of fealty, actually. Damn! Why is that just such an attractive thing?
Vashaden.
Yes.
I'm willing to put it, along with the height thing, in a secondary tier. Right? Where it's like, no, listen, these are not overall archetypes that I go for, but they're specific. It's like, if they fall more into, like, tropes, like individual little things that occur that I also like. It's like only one bed. The Oath of Fealty, only one bed, mutual pining. Alistair disapproves? These are tropes.
As you wish.
It's not. Okay. All right. Listen, you know what? All right. All right. You're having fun. I'm going to go with that as more of a character archetype. Yes, they do have categories on TV tropes, I guess, but like the same way that you don't have like you don't have a character, unless you're a very bad writer, whose entire, like, personality is height difference. Like, that's bad. But you can have a character whose entire personality is himbo. That's got a little bit of interest to it. It's got a little bit of depth. Only one bed is, it's a trope. It's one specific flavor of thing. So, like, I'm gonna go with height difference and oaths of loyalty as, like, individual tropes that can be used to spice up the other types. Oh, I am a sucker for a good oath of loyalty, though. There's something inherently romantic about them, I think. I do love a good character sheet. One of these days, I will in fact design a character to, like, hit every one of my weak points. Exactly. We're doing a deep dive here. Oh, that's right! Fuck! Oh! Oh my gosh, I would... Listen. It's like taking the online quizzes where it's like, please drag me. I am enthralled by the impression that people get from the outside, because it's like, listen, I know what's going on in my brain, and it is an entire snarl of nonsense up there, but it's like, what are the little bullet points that y'all have gotten off me? And it's like, well, at this point, it appears that it's, what's going into this PowerPoint right here is, some deeply embarrassing shit. Alright, well, what's on your mind?
Well, let's see. How do I tell you this? We're almost at Redcliffe. Did I say how I know our Eamon?
Speaking of the deep lore, I think you said he raised you?
I'm a bastard. My mother was a serving girl at Redcliffe Castle, and she died when I was born. Our Lehman took me in and raised me before I was sent to the Chantry. The reason he did that was because, well, my father was King Marek, which made Kaelin my brother.
He's just like, okay, I'm gonna say it really fast, or else I won't be able to say it. Oh, hey, it's like that. Ooh, where do we see that? Where do we see this? Was this that little paragraph at the end of The Calling, when Fiona, the Grey Warden, showed up with Marek's son, and left him with Eamon, or more to the point, with Duncan. That was a bastard. Yeah. I mean, it's like, hey, he's got to say it faster. He won't be able to say it at all. Because he's, look at him. Look at him. So, you're not just a bastard, but a royal bastard.
Ha! Yes, I guess it does it, that. I should use that line more often.
Yeah.
I would have told you, but it never
Right.
really meant anything to me. I was inconvenient, a possible threat to Kaelin's rule, and so they kept me secret. I never talked about it.
You're Marek's illegitimate son.
Everyone who knew
It's a
either
surprise
resented
tool
me
that will
or
help us later.
me. Even Duncan kept me out of the fighting because of it.
Ah, and that's why they stuck him up in the tower.
No, as long as possible.
To sound the, to light the beacon and all of that. Does Loghain know?
Why wouldn't he? He was King Marek's best friend.
Oh yeah, it's so good. I love him.
Considered the idea that it might ever be important. Al Eamon eventually married a young woman from Orlais, despite all the problems it caused with the king so soon after the war. He loved her a great deal. Anyway, the new Arlessa resented the rumors which pegged me as the Arl's bastard. They weren't true.
We're about to open some floodgates here of my own.
But she did. So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10. Just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me.
It's an awful thing to do to a child.
She felt threatened by my presence.
Oh, that's right. They're banning people for that shit now, aren't they?
I can't say I blame her. She wondered if the rumors were true herself, I bet. I remember I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away. I tore it off and threw it at the wall, and it shattered. Stupid.
Sorry, guys. Take away the hot tub. We're not going to need it.
I came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there and blamed him for everything. And
That
eventually,
deep Alistair lore.
coming.
You were young.
And raised by dogs. Or I may as well have been, the way I acted. But maybe all young bastards act like that, I don't know. All I know is that the Arl is a good man and well-loved by the people.
Press X
he also
to doubt.
is King Kaelin's uncle, so he has a personal motivation to see Loghain pay for what he did. So there you have it. Now can we move on? And I'll just pretend you still think I'm some nobody who was too lucky to die with the rest of the Grey Wardens.
As you command, my prince.
Oh, lovely. I'm going to regret this. Somehow I just know.
Alistair, you've met me. You've met me. You know I'm going to tease you mercilessly about this. Anyway, I got almost all that approval back. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, my next little mini rant here is about fucking Earlyman. And this is another case of the game kind of telling you one thing and the people in the game telling you one thing, and you should be interrogating that. I'm gonna regret this. It's he's so fantastic. Started thinking about soup. I got distracted. I was thinking about soup. Listen, big ass mood. That is a whole mood right there. But anyway. So, this is where we go into Melee hates Eamon. That whole thing. I do not like the man. Whoops, it do be like that on occasion. Alistair was raised in Redcliffe, theoretically, by Eamon. But as he said, Eamon married an Orlesian. Did he say noblewoman? Was she a noblewoman? She must have been. Isolde, very soon after the war. So that was an unpopular decision. But, so then there are all these rumors that Alistair is Eamon's bastard. Crucially, here, it does appear that Eamon does not tell Isolde the truth about where Alistair comes from. Because, like, that, I feel like that, if he had, that would explain a whole lot. It'd be like, listen, I know there's a lot of secrecy around him. Here's the thing. He's actually royal. He's not a threat to you, but we got to keep him on the down low here. And that's why I'm not going to sit here being like, I can't confirm out to the public that he's not my bastard. But you, my wife, get to know the ins and outs behind this. But he doesn't tell her any of this. He kind of dances around the topic and therefore leaves Isolde to come up with whatever explanations she can come up with in her mind. And as an Orlesian, on her own, in Ferelden, in the immediate aftermath of the occupation, she, understandably, is feeling pretty insecure in her whole situation here, her position. And so, Alistair seems like a pretty credible threat here. And so, and listen, this is a reason, not an excuse. Thinking all of that, she's absolutely horrible to Alistair. She, as he said, made sure that the castle was not a home to him by the time that he got shipped off to the Chantry. She, in that very understated way that Alistair has, where he downplays the things that he goes through, she was pretty clearly horrible to him. Like, she was horrible to a child, which is like, listen, that was not good. That, like I said, a reason, not an excuse. She was the adult there, and she needed to get her shit together on that. But all of this could have been mitigated if Eamon had said shit. This was on him. He was the person with the information. He let Isolde think whatever she wanted. And it's quite clear his entire life. Also, because Alistair is Merrick's illegitimate son, he needed to not be a threat to Kaelin. And therefore, the whole Alistair not wanting to lead thing, it is not too hard to draw a line between these points here where it's like, oh, he has actively been discouraged his entire life from being in charge for fear that giving him leadership skills could make him too credible of a threat to Merrick's official heir. All of this insecurity, all of this this clown, the class clown persona, the putting himself down, comes directly from decisions that Eamon put into place for his own political reasons. He, as Kaelin's uncle, obviously wants to support his nephew as the actual heir to the throne here. He's gonna do his best to hobble any possible threat to Kaelin's rule. I do not like Eamon. I don't like Eamon. I don't like him. This is some bullshit right here. And Alistair is the one who gets to suffer for it. Not only Isolde, but Eamon was the adult in this situation. And his solution to all of this was to cause problems for a child. And I'm mad about it. listen, I'm mad about it. There is a reason that Alistair is the way that he is. And it's because the adults in his life were not making responsible, healthy choices for him. Anyway, so there's my rant. Anyway, let's talk about Redcliffe. King Calenhad Theron once famously declared, "The fate of Redcliffe is the fate of all Ferelden." Certainly, the castle is the first and last defense for the sole land route into Ferelden, and the country has never fallen to any force that did not first capture Redcliffe. The castle, which despite being 3 times captured, is popularly described as unassailable. Also, which despite being... Wait. The castle, which despite being 3 times captured, is popularly described as unassailable. I'm not sure how much I love the structure of this sentence here. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But anyway, also guards one of the largest and most prosperous towns in Ferelden. Redcliffe village is well situated near the mountain pass to Orzammar and the Orlesian border. I'm going to have to re-record this audiobook. And so serves as a center of foreign trade. For these reasons, Redcliffe is accounted an Arling, despite the smallness of the domain. The inhabitants of Redcliffe village are primarily fishermen or merchants who ship dwarven goods through the pass from Orlais to Denerim. When the entire village smells of smoked fish on certain late autumn mornings, the merchants in their finery do their utmost to pretend otherwise. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, the Travels of a Chantry Scholar. Oh, look, it's Brother Genitivi once again. This guy pops up everywhere. Oh, yeah, no, for sure. Like, the fantasy politics, the maneuvering, I eat it up. I mean, like, there's a reason that I'm fixated on all of this. There's a reason that I've spent this much time thinking about all of this and why, I remember all of this stuff. Because, this is my bread and butter. This is my wheelhouse. I love this stuff. But also, what a dick. As you say, what a dick. Narratively, fucking brilliant. I love it. In universe, ooh, this asshole. That is very fair.
I thought I saw travelers coming down the road, though I scarcely believed it. Have you come to help us?
We're coming for help. I'm on important business. I need to see our Leman. Vethari doesn't know any of this.
You don't know? Has nobody out there heard?
I mean, I heard he was sick, but I've heard Leman is sick, if that's what you mean.
He could be dead for all we know. Nobody's heard from the castle in days.
Well, that's not
We're
good.
under attack. Monsters come out of the castle every night
Well, that's not
and
good.
attack us until dawn. Everyone's been fighting and dying.
Well, that's just typical, isn't it?
With no army to defend us, no Arl and no king to send us help. So many are dead, and those left.
I've now
are
drunk
terrified
both of my
they're
cups of
next.
tea. Yes,
Hold on, what is this
sounds like
evil
a bit of
that's
a
attacking
problem
you?
here.
I don't rightly know. I'm sorry.
And guess
nobody
who's
does.
gonna have to
I
fix
should
this
take you to
problem?
Bantegan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you.
Bantegan, our Lehman's brother. He's here.
Yes. It's not far. If you'll come.
All right, well, let's go talk to Tegan. Who is this woman, Tegan? Bye. Oh, they looking not happy.
It's
Yeah.
Thomas, yes? And who are
Eamon
these
will
people with
definitely
you? They're
fix it.
obviously not simple travelers.
Whoops.
No, my lord. They just arrived, and I thought you would want to see them.
Well, tragically.
Greetings, friends. My name
Why
is
can't
Tegan,
Tegan?
man of
Why
Redcliffe,
can't?
brother to the Arm.
Why can't Tegan do
remember
shit?
you, Bantegan. Though the last time we met, I was a lot younger and covered in mud.
Covered in mud.
Oh, shit, you wanted something there.
It is you, isn't it? You're alive.
You've only met one child covered in mud. You clearly do not know that many children.
Yes, though not for long if Ten Logain has anything to say about it.
Indeed. Logain would have us believe all Grey Wardens died along with my nephew, amongst other things.
One of the many crimes which I hold Inquisition responsible for was the de-yassification of Bantegan. Look at him! Look at him here! You understand why, spoiler alert, he kind of flirts with the warden. What? I don't remember. I think that must have been something else. You don't believe Loghain's lies?
What, that he pulled his men in order to save them? That Kaelin risked everything in the name of glory?
Okay, seriously beginning to doubt if you've met Kaelin.
Wardens traitors, murderers of the king.
Oh, his sister. Oh, yeah, there is a sister later on.
As well. A pleasure to meet you. I wish it were under better circumstances. You're here
Yeah, that's gonna be in Denerim.
Unfortunately, that might be a problem. Eamon is gravely ill.
We have heard about that.
What a remarkable coincidence.
No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls.
I mean, he does. His hair is.
The attack started.
His hair is pretty nice.
Evil.
Like, listen, Loghain is how old at this point? And he has not gone gray? It's impossible. How is he doing? I just think that Loghain deserves to have some gray hair at this point. I think it would be good for him. I think it would be good for me. Well, we'll figure it out when we get to it. Alright. I can help you drive him back. Listen, I don't need to hear anything more about it. It's bad shit. I'll fight it.
Thank you. Thank you. This means more to me than you can guess. Thomas, please tell Murdoch. Then return to your post.
Yes, my lord.
Now,
listen, I've spent long enough coming to terms with the fact that I love that shitty old man.
Sir Perth, one of Eamon's knights, is just
I'm like, yeah.
May discuss with them the preparations for the coming battle.
I think it would be hot girl shit. Listen, all right, while we're here, all right, Tegan, hey, how you doing?
This is hardly the time to be discussing personal details, don't you think? We will have to fight for our lives.
Come now, isn't knowing a little about you too much to ask?
I beg your pardon, my lady. Where are my manners? What would you like to know?
Shit. This is me as James Vega. Oh fuck, I didn't expect to get this far. Personal details, hey. Hey girl, hey. What will you, listen, we're gonna stay on a safe topic here. What will you do if Arl Eamon is dead? Ooh, wait, shit, maybe I shouldn't ask that.
And I'll need to help him with it. Well, I don't want to think about that.
Why have you stayed? Why didn't you just leave? Oh god, just putting my foot right in it again.
Just leave these people.
It's like, hey, why didn't you just ditch?
Loghain while Darkspawn loom to the south. Loghain won't send anyone, so Redcliffe is on its own.
Are you a skilled warrior? These are all terrible questions. Oh my god. You can really tell she grew up in the circle with no socialization. It's like, hey, so what happens if your older brother's dead? So what you gonna do about that? So why didn't you just run for the hills? And now, like, you any good in a fight?
Skilled enough to know that you're far better than myself.
What a diplomatic answer. Do you have any family?
Oh, you mean, am I married? No, I've never had the pleasure. If I did, I'd be lucky to find a woman as...
There we go! Woohoo! Flatterer.
If I may be so bold, are you married?
I'm a mage. He is tall. Than Vithari. She's very short. Yeah. I'm a mage. You know, we're not allowed to get married or have families or own shit or, you know, walk around.
Mages can marry.
No, they cannot!
I can think of several reasons why one would be willing to...
Hey!
I am too bold, my lady. This is hardly the time for such a
Exactly.
Please accept my apology.
Oh man, no, I was digging it. For what? I'm not offended.
You're too kind, my lady. amongst many other things.
Oh, get it, Vithari!
Good, then my secrets are still safe. I was worried for a moment there.
The banter, sir! Okay. Oh yeah, no, mages can't do shit. We have not gotten into, because, you know, people will be people. Mages do have kids. Exactly. I think he's a winner. Listen, he did not recoil visibly when I said that I'm a mage. Which I understand is a low bar, but listen. That's actually a pretty rare response. Yeah, mages do have kids, but we have not yet gotten into what happens when mages have kids in the circle. Do you think it's a happy family type situation? Two guesses. First one doesn't count. Anyway. What exactly are these things that attack the village? I know. The bar is on the floor, and yet...
I do not know. They seem to be walking corpses. Men with rotting flesh that continue to attack even with the gravest
Oh, it's just zombies. That's fine. It's whatever.
Things don't
So, I'm from the circle. This is old hat for me. I realize that actually is not doing a great deal to argue mage's case to the world. It's like, oh yeah, zombies. Yeah, those are like dime a dozen over at the circle. Okay, maybe that's not the image that we want to project to the world. Well. Anyway. Why are you in the chantry with the villagers? Oh my god, don't...
He wants me to be
don't
with the villagers,
insult
so
him.
Everyone he needs to protect is in one place. I don't mind, to be honest. The point of all this is to protect the villagers, and I can do that best here.
Okay,
that's
pretty decent. Where it's like, listen, I'm gonna... Won't that look cowardly?
I'm not here for glory. I would prefer being outside, but Perth has a point.
So far, he's batting 100, I gotta say.
I'd rather keep the monsters away from the villagers, if possible.
It's not, that's perhaps not something I want to just say. It might be true, but like... Okay, you have some of Arl Neatman's knights here?
I have those few who returned from their quest. You know of this, yes?
Yeah. Their search for the Urn of Sacred Ashes?
Yes, I question Isolde's decision to send so many knights in search
It
of
was
this
Isolde's
relic.
decision.
But I
have thoughts and opinions about that, actually.
Sir Perth was one of the knights sent on this quest. Perhaps you should speak to him if you wish to learn more.
Something, the chantry is inherently Orlesian, something, the Orlesian wife throws all of the resources into a mythological chantry-oriented quest. I don't have that thought fully fleshed out, but I am seeing just a little bit of a thread running through that. So what happens after this battle is over?
Hopefully we can find the source and stop it before it causes any more damage.
We don't say the D word around here.
Find Eamon and be able to help him.
The D... We don't say many D words around here, actually. I was thinking of demons, but, you know, take your pick. I should get back to work.
Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
Listen, that is demonstrably untrue. We clearly do. But... could Arlessa Isolde... For the one who delivers the sacred ashes of Our Lady will have the esteem of Redcliffe and all the riches it is in my power to grant. I should be saying this with an Orlesian accent. I can't do an Orlesian accent. The Arling of Redcliffe was a source of constant trouble for Emperor Reveal during the occupation. It was rumored that since each new report sent the Emperor into a fit of violent rage, his court had taken to poisoning messages before they could deliver their accounts. Isolde's family was the 10th to be given the difficult task of governing Redcliffe, and since most of the previous Arls had either been murdered by their bands or beheaded by the Emperor, they did not approach the job with a great deal of enthusiasm. Isolde met Eamon, not realizing he was the rightful heir to her father's domain, and quickly became smitten with him for being part of the resistance. Never mind that it was her family he was resisting. Perhaps a bit too romantic for her own good, she insisted upon staying behind with Eamon when the rest of her family was driven out. Oh, no, I cannot. I do not have any accent. Absolutely not. I cannot. I can parrot back lines that I have heard, but producing an accent?
Art thou who exists in the Maker's sight.
Fuck off.
Art thou who seeks his forgiveness.
I absolutely do not care.
Blessed art thou who seeks...
Oh no, the commandments of the Maker. What is this chantry propaganda? Exactly! No, exactly! So, just hard same. It just changes. These truths the Maker has revealed to me. As there is but one world, one life, one death. There is but one God, and he is our Maker. They are sinners who have given their love to false gods. Magic exists to serve man and never to rule over him. Foul and corrupt are they who have taken his gift and turned it against his children. They shall be named Maleficar, accursed ones. They shall find no rest in this world or beyond. All men are the work of our Maker's hands, from the lowest slaves to the highest kings. Those who bring harm without provocation to the least of his children are hated and accursed by the Maker. Those who bear false witness and work to deceive others know this. There is but one truth. All things are known to our Maker, and he shall judge their lies. All things in this world are finite. What one man gains, another has lost. Those who steal from their brothers and sisters do harm to their livelihood and to their peace of mind. Our Maker sees this with a heavy heart. The rolling. Yeah! I mean, the hardest, obviously, is the distinction. There's too much talking. I can't. Too much talking. I can't.
Be all right.
The auditory processing. I can't do it.
Where's Father? Why can't we go home?
Zombies.
I already told you. Father is outside.
I'm so scared.
I try to do like.
What are we going to do?
Let's go. You want the children to hear you?
But night is coming.
I can barely roll an R.
We sit here and wait for them.
We have no choice. We must pray and hope for the Maker's compassion.
No.
Hope everything will be all right.
Could you all? I need you all to stop talking so that I can trigger another conversation, please.
Sorry. Am I bothering you?
Honey, honey, are you all right? Why are you crying? No.
Those things dragged my mother away. I don't know what happened to
She's
her.
like, is my bereaved sobbing annoying you? I'll try and be quiet. I'm like, girl.
Whole thing. I wish there was something we could do to help.
And now my brother Bevan, he ran off. I don't know where he is. I'm so scared they got him.
Listen, we love flirting with Tegan. It's all in good fun. I'm gonna matchmake these two though. Why would he run off?
He said something about saving Mother. He's just a little boy. He doesn't understand she's gone. I hope he didn't try to go to the castle.
That would suck.
That would be awful.
All right, I'll look for him.
You will? Thank you so much. Please find him.
For sure, girl, for sure. Let's get some quests going. I'll make him an orphan.
What is that smell?
The Orphan Chronicles continue.
And something else. Oh, more fish.
Yeah, it's Redcliffe.
What a lovely little fishing town. You can almost smell the desperation of the local gentry, no?
Walking corpses. Do you think it's something in the water?
Could be. All right, my dude.
Coming back from the castle, Murdoch.
Their numbers just
Tell
keep
them to
growing each
maintain
night.
watch. I don't want a surprise attack before the sun goes down.
All right, my dude.
So you're the Grey Warden, are you? I didn't think they made women Grey Wardens.
I'm a mage as well, if it makes a difference.
Well, that's just great. As if we weren't nervous enough as it was. Now we've got magic too. We aren't
Yeah.
going to turn
Got a
aside
problem?
anyone who wants to help, though.
cursing me for being an ingrate.
He really does sound like... Is
That's
it?
good. The survival rate of ingrates is remarkably low.
Is that Zaid?
Well, we do want to help, however.
It does sound like him.
You can trust us.
Name's Murdoch, mayor of what's left of
You
the
know, it
village,
wouldn't surprise me.
providing we aren't all killed and hauled off to the castles.
Right. You can call me Vathari.
Fair enough. What can I do for you?
What can I do to help?
We need what little armor and weapons
Like
we
he
got
has to be.
repaired, and quickly, or half of us will be fighting without either. Owen's the only blacksmith who can do it, but the stubborn fool
Time to
refuses
break out these
even talk.
persuasion skills.
If we're to be ready for tonight, we'll
There's
need
a
that crusty
reason that I've all but
bastard's
maxed out coercion. Why does Owen refuse to talk to you?
His daughter, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids.
Sweat out there.
So he hasn't
Is
heard
it?
from her
Oh,
since
yeah.
this whole
I
business
almost
started.
died a couple of times
He
on the road. I
demanded we
hydroplaned
attack the
like 3 or 4
castle,
times.
break down the
Big
gate, and force
yikey.
our way in. I said it was impossible, but he wouldn't listen. He's locked himself in the smithy now. I can't force him to do repairs. He said he'd rather die first.
Alright, well, I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate it. If he doesn't help, he'll die like the rest of us. What good will that do anyone
Okay,
then?
cool. Well, I guess we'll just go deal with Owen first, and then we'll come back and get more quests from this guy. Exactly. Where is he? Is this him? I've forgotten where this man is. Is this him? No, it's not. This is not him. This is not him. He's further down, isn't he? He was right down there. Absolutely. Durnal Garrison. Hoops?
Yes? What can I do for you?
You sound like Jowan.
Very well.
You sound exactly like Jowan. The Ballad of Aisley. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. The wind that stirs their shallow graves carries their song across the sands. Heed our words, hear our cry. The grey are sworn, in peace we lie. Heed our words, hear our cry. Our names recalled, we cannot die. When darkness comes and swallows light, heed our words, and we shall rise. From the Ballad of Aisley, said to have been written after the Battle of Aisley, which ended the 4th Blight in 520 Exalted. Wait, the 4th Blight was in 520? And it's 9. 9... Shit, I don't remember the year. Okay, yeah, there is also another reason that people do not believe that this is a blight. Oh, sir. And see, this is what happens. This is what happens every time I switch to another character. She casts that spell, and that's why it always looks like she's got, like, magic coming off her.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Could you?
Perhaps I could have a try at that.
Neither of you can open that. Do not give me that shit. Anyway. I cannot wait to get to my presentation about Last Flight. Oh boy! Last Flight is... I probably could. Yeah. I may be stupid.
Go away. Curse you. Leave me in peace. You've already taken everything out of my stores. There's nothing left.
Are you... Is this Owen, the blacksmith? I need to speak with you.
Huh? Who is that? What do you want? I've been through enough.
I'd prefer not to speak through a door. Can I come in?
All right. Let me undo the locks.
We love a
All I ask
coercion
is that
skill.
you don't make any trouble.
We love a coercion skill. Somebody's been drinking.
Maker's breath. What is that smell? It's like someone set a brewery on fire.
Somebody's been drinking.
So I let you in. You wanted to talk. Now we're talking. Mind telling me who you are?
My name is Vathari, a Grey Warden helping Bantegan. I'm going to tell everyone I'm a Grey Warden.
Warden, is it? It takes all kinds.
Yeah. You got a
Funny
problem?
You didn't sound like an elf through the door. Can't say I expected that. Anyhow.
I'm a mage too. You want to go 3 for 3?
You might already know that. Care to join me as I get besotted?
That's not what that
Or
word
is there
means.
something in particular you
That's
want?
not. This bugs me every time I play it. Besotted actually means something else. Or at least, listen, if this was an original meaning of the word, that is not what anyone thinks when they hear that word. Why have you locked yourself in the smithy?
My girl, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, and she's trapped up there in the castle, but the mayor won't send anyone
Oh,
for her.
Skyrim.
She's been my life since my wife passed on 2 years ago. Now she's dead, or soon to be. I don't care what happens to me or the village, or
Okay.
anyone.
Bruh. Or you could work to help save her.
I'm an old man. Everyone knows we aren't making it through the night. Or are you
Come
going
on.
to save us?
I intend to try. Yes, I am.
Is that so?
Yeah,
Maybe
because
it's
I'm a
trick
badass
talking, but You
bitch.
almost sound like you believe that. It'd do me the world of good
look
to
at
see maybe
me.
someone like you could go in and find her. Provided any of us live through the night.
Sure. I'll do my best.
Not good enough. Murdoch said the same damn thing, and I didn't believe him
Sir.
either. I want to promise. Promise me that you'll look for her. That you'll bring her back to me if
I'll
you can.
look. I'll look.
I'll accept that. It's something to hope for, at least.
I'll look.
And
I can't promise
suppose
anything
there's no
else, but I will
point in
look.
me sitting around, is there? Time to relight the forge and get the smithy going, eh? Murdoch will be pleased. If you need anything
look at
done,
that. Look.
well, just let me know. I've got a lot to do now, so you'll have to excuse me.
Does she look like she's even in the vicinity of fucking around? Oh. Like, look at that. A badass. Liliana, what are you doing? Girl. Parkour. She's a rogue. She gotta train. Working on the dexterity skills. Alright. So, nope, that's not it. How do I? Inventory, journal, map, tactics. Here we go. Self. Being attacked. By a melee or ranged attack. Save. Oh no!
Screens off, dingus. It's 9:30 p.m.
Alright, well. Alright, we got it.
Well, it looks like Owen's
I want to get
finally
through.
doing
I
the
know
repairs.
already. I want to get through
Damn fool is falling over a
the
truck
defense
and
of the
still
town.
manages to make smithying look easy. Good enough, I say. I'll send
I'm going to
one
get through
of
the
my
defense of the
men
town. I'm going to get to the point where it's time to go to the castle, and then I think I can leave off at that point. I still need to speak to Sir Perth.
You'll find him and his men at the mill by the bridge, to the north.
Is there anything else I can do?
We could use some extra bodies. Having a veteran like
I know, I
Gwyn
can't believe
in
it's
the militia
9:30
would help a lot,
already.
but he flat out refuses.
Alright, tell me about Dwyn.
He's a trader, a dwarf, lives near the lake. Locked himself up in his home with some of his workers, he has. Says he doesn't need any
Okay.
of us.
Yeah, he
Could
has
use
to be.
somebody with his fighting experience, but he won't come out.
Alright, carry on.
Right. Let's hope we see morning.
I'm 100% gonna just like open up the wiki and be like, alright, cool. So what voices in this entire game do I recognize? Let's get Dwyn. Knock on the door. Hello? Oh. Break open the lock. Yes! Well, I've not saved for a long time. Should have saved before all of that. Hey, Dwin. Breaking into your house. What's up?
Wonderful. Intruders. I hope you have a good reason for breaking and entering into my home.
Well, you wouldn't open the door. You're talking to a mage. Care to rephrase that?
You know what? In the interest of keeping my face from bursting into flame, I think I will.
Apparently I can't.
Please to
I would love to have a lockpicking smell.
kindly tell me why you're here.
A spell. Murdoch says he needs you for the militia.
So what? You recruiting for him?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what
I
told
am.
Murdoch. I'm not risking my neck for this town.
Your chances are better out there than in here.
Thanks. But I'll take my chances in here. Everyone else can run around in the open waiting to die.
Can't I change your mind?
Maybe. Let's hear what you've got.
How about a little more personal reward? Oh! Ah! I'll put in a good word for you with Bantegan or the Jarl. I'm absolutely not.
Fine. I'll throw
Oh
in
my
with the
god,
militia.
this is like,
For
it's
now,
slipping.
You better be out there too when the sun
This
goes
thing
down.
is absolutely,
I'm not fighting
it's a
for a
pain in
lost
the
cause.
ass.
You hear me?
Oh, okay, stay. Wonderful. Sten tetters on himself. I gotta see if I can make it, if I can get the quest to run properly later, when I'm doing Sten's personal quest, because Dwin is involved in that. And you can absolutely make a Princess Bride reference. Be like, Sten tears on himself. Oh, you mean this cake key? Alright, Murdoch.
The repairs are underway surprisingly quickly, considering how drunk Owen is. We
I
may
mean,
just make it.
It might come into play more often than we think. Certainly in this universe. I still need to speak to Sir
You'll
Parith.
find him and his men at the mill by the bridge, to the north.
Alright, I'll be back.
I have a good feeling about tonight.
Oh, wait!
I don't like being out here, Dwin.
Fuck off. I have to... Yeah, I have to find the boy. I have to find the shit in the house. That's gonna be important. Hey, kiddo. Hello? Is someone in there?
Go away. This isn't your home. This is my home. My home, you hear me?
Bevan, is that you?
How do you know my name?
I'm omnipotent. I'm magical.
Oh, are you here?
He's
to
just like,
back to
oh,
the Chantry?
well, that makes sense.
Please don't. I hate it.
Why do you hate the Chantry so much? Listen. Spill. I also.
Everybody's scared.
Oh,
But they tell
oh,
me
I need to...
I
Wait.
shouldn't be scared. And they tell me
Which video was
I
that?
shouldn't be sad that Mother died.
I saw a video about that seemed to be
I
from a
don't want to be
lockpicking
sad.
channel, and it's like,
I'm brave.
I wonder if this
I'm
is the
going to
same
be a
one.
hero. I'm going to fight them off. I will.
Uh-huh. From in there?
No. I just heard you.
Kiddo?
I guess that's not very
Well,
brave of me, is it?
that I did not see. I saw something else.
I'll come out now.
I gotta see if I can find it.
All right. I came out. You won't hurt me. Will you? I'll go back to the Chantry if you really want.
Your sister is looking for you, you know.
I just didn't want to be at the Chantry anymore. Everyone's scared, and I want to be brave.
How was hiding in a dresser being oh, wait, so what were you doing in there?
I can't tell you. It's a secret.
Oh, okay. You sure? Maybe I could help you.
You could. Alright, I guess. Father said I could have his sword when I grew up. It was Grandfather's. And Grandfather was a great dragon slayer.
Here we go.
I thought,
I found the image,
if I
or
was
the
brave
video.
like Grandfather, I could use his sword.
Let me just drop it into here.
Kill the bad people who took Mother.
I saw this video recently. And by recently, I mean earlier today. Where's his sword now? You don't think you're a bit young to fight? Here,
No.
we're gonna go with that.
Well,
Oh, Lord.
the sword was too heavy.
That's
for me.
ooh, that title is
I
mmm.
guess I'm not as strong as I thought I was.
Well, You'll grow up eventually. Don't worry about it.
That doesn't help us now. Caitlin says everyone's going to die tonight.
Not if I'm here to help, they won't.
Really? You must be very brave. I wish I was
God,
like
which
you.
one? Oh, the lockpicking lawyer? Oh, are they? Is this the same guy? Wonderful. Where's his sword now?
In the chest. In Mother's room.
I'm gonna open this up.
Father gave me a key, but I'm not supposed to give it to anyone.
Perhaps I could help you and your sister in return?
You could? Maybe you could give my sister money? She said if we had money, we'd be alright. Even if Mother is dead.
I'll talk to your sister about it, I promise.
Oh, alright. Here's the key. I hope you use it to kill a lot of those bad people.
Wonderful.
Go back to the chantry. Good luck.
Oh no. Okay, well let me get the sword. The second floor. We're gonna go. Oh my god. I am super excited now to watch this video. The green blade. Ooh. Ooh, that has like a story behind it. Do I not have the codex entry for that? Like, that's a whole ass sword. And I'm pretty sure there is a codex entry for that. But apparently I didn't get it, so alright, well, this is fine. Alright, so we're gonna need to now... Oh, I have to go to the inn! I have to find the house alongside the lake. Oh my god, there's so much. I forgot. I forgot how much there is to do in this town. Okay, this is fine. It's fine. I will. Yes, here we go. There's lamp oil in these barrels. Excellent. Wonderful. Oh my god. Can you unlock it?
Perhaps I could have a try at that.
Listen, Zevran, honey, darling. I love you. I love you desperately. But, sir, you have no lockpicking. You've got not even a little bit of lockpicking, but you do have stealth, which is very good. Ah, Zevran. We haven't even had time to talk to him in camp. Ugh. I cannot wait to start delving into Zevran's entire deal. I'm gonna smooch this man. Alright, so we got the lamp oil. We're going to give that to Murdoch. Hey.
The repairs are underway surprisingly quickly, considering how drunk Owen is. We may just make it.
I have some questions.
Oh? Ask away.
Where can I get supply? No, I wanna...
If you want weapons and such, speak to Owen. He may not have much in stock yet, though.
Damn. There's nowhere to buy or sell?
Isn't exactly our biggest
Yeah,
concern
okay.
right now,
I know.
But you might want to speak to Lloyd at the tavern. I wouldn't trust him, though.
I don't trust anyone. Damn.
There's not much time before sundown.
Lay some booby traps, Saeed. I'll be back.
I have a good feeling about tonight.
I saw the lamp oil, though. I need to tell you about the lamp oil. Alright, let's talk to Sir Perth, and then we need to talk to Lloyd at the tavern. Oh, Lloyd. And then we need to go back and talk to Caitlin in the chantry.
So, I imagine it has been some time for you, Liliana.
Some time for me. I do not know what you mean.
It would be
some
good.
time since your last knocked boots, shall we say?
Zevran?
You did just come from the cloistered
Zevran?
life, no?
Of course it has been some time. There are more important
Zevran?
things in life than knocking boots, Zevran.
Oh, I'll not argue that. I simply mean that the body has urges. Urges given to us by the Maker. Yours.
Given to us by the Maker? Zevran!
That is a very personal question.
I mean no offense. I simply offer my services should you ever feel the need
Okay.
for release.
Let me think about it then. Should every man in Ferelden suddenly die, you may even have your chance.
Aha, progress.
God, I adore him. I'm gonna marry him. Alright. What's up, my dude? Fucking Templars.
Greetings, Grey Warden. I am as relieved as Ban Tegan is to see you here. I must admit, I do not know how to address an elf in your position. I do not wish to be rude.
Call me whatever you would call a human.
Please take no offense then, my good woman, for I meant none. I am Sir Perth,
Alright.
until recently in direct service of Arl Eamon.
Oh no, he's not a Templar. He's just
So now
okay.
my
Good. He's
charge
just
is
a knight.
defending
That's
the village
fine.
from these evil assaults. Would that
I
I
see.
had chosen
Listen.
not to
I
seek out
see
the earnest
a man with a
ashes.
big sword and
Perhaps
big
I would have
pauldrons,
fended
and
off
I
whatever
start to
evil
think,
befell the castle.
don't trust
Or
you.
perhaps I would be dead. Ah well, with the Grey Warden aiding our defense, perhaps all.
I don't
is
trust
not
like
lost.
that. Have you considered using the oil in the village store?
No one
There
told
we
me
go.
this. Oil, you say? How much exactly?
Enough to do some really funny shit with. Enough to set mini
Exactly,
monsters
huh?
aflame.
Yes, I see what you have in mind. That might be effective if used carefully.
A fine tactic. Provided it actually kills them and you don't end up having to deal with flaming undead.
Zevran!
Good idea. I'll send some men to collect the oil. We'll use it to slow
It's
these creatures
really
down.
funny.
Have you anything else to ask me in the meantime?
Is there anything I can do to help?
We have sufficient armor and weapons, but my knights are too few to stand against the
It's
monsters
so
without assistance.
good.
Perhaps you could approach Mother Hannah in the Chantry for some holy protection against these evil creatures. Otherwise, I do not know what else
Okay.
you could provide beyond
All
your own
right.
talents. We're as
Ain't gonna
prepared
do
for the
shit, but
onslaught
I'll
as we could
ask.
Possibly be, all things considered.
Is there anything else you need?
No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the mayor, Murdoch, you should.
don't remember.
His militia is far more in need of aid than we are.
His wife?
As you wish, Grey Warden. Make her watch over you.
Are we talking about the Monty Python? We're talking about another video? We're talking about... I've lost the thread of this. Oof, okay. Here's the can you imagine? Now listen, look at how steep this hill is. Can you imagine? I don't remember. Can you imagine trying to climb up and down this? Either after a hard day at work when you're trying to go get a drink, or coming back down it when you're drunk. People have died here. I guarantee it. I'm gonna be real with you, I haven't actually seen that movie. I saw that one clip, like, a while ago, but I don't remember.
Soul come to drown their sorrows here, I see.
Yeah.
If you came here for a drink, you'll have to talk to Lloyd. He's got a vice grip on the spigots. I'm just here to keep the boys from mutiny.
What do you know about that elf in the corner?
Not much. He's very quiet. Says his name's Beric and he's here to meet his brother, but I think he's lying.
God, that's so funny. So how's business been?
What business? Without the castle soldiers, the only customers we have are local. And they're all in the militia with no money to spend. The few with any money are here, but it's not enough to justify working. Lloyd's a greasy pig. And if I didn't need this job so badly...
You wanted to say something even worse. You don't care for Lloyd, I take it.
He gropes me and pays me next to nothing.
Oh, I'll kill him.
I suppose it could be worse.
Do you want me to kill this guy for you? Because I will totally kill this guy for you. I could talk to Lloyd about this.
No, that'll just make things worse.
And when I say talk to Lloyd about this, I mean...
I'll be fine.
Talk to Lloyd about this. How about a raise then?
I'd like that. And maybe
Or
we could talk after the battle
a new
tonight.
boss?
If we're still here, that is.
New boss? Shouldn't you be at the chantry?
Later on, yes. Lloyd will lock himself in the cellar, and I'll go to the chantry. Are you fighting tonight?
Yup, sure am.
That's good to hear. I didn't know that.
Yep. Alright, I should go.
Keep safe.
This bitch. Alright, so who's this? Yeah, this guy. This guy.
Not looking for company.
Strange seeing a fellow elf here.
And that's all we have in common.
Mm-hmm. What does that mean?
I'm not here to talk.
You're simply here to act suspiciously.
God, I love you, Zevran.
I'm not acting suspiciously.
He said suspiciously.
Oh, no, that was convincing.
I love Zevran.
You're very pretty and all, but I was
Zevran.
told to...
You you were told to? You were told to? I love how Zevran's just sitting here like, oh, I am the expert on not acting suspicious, and you, my friend, are bad at this. What do you mean? What were you told to do?
Nothing. Nobody told me to do anything. Just because you're a Grey Warden doesn't mean you can go around threatening people.
And how do you know I'm a Grey Warden? I mean, I'm wearing the armor, but like,
Just, over...
pretend I'm not.
If you'll excuse me, I want to get to the Chantry before the sun goes down.
This will be easier if you just tell me what you're hiding.
But I never... Oh, all right, I'll tell you. Just don't hurt me. This is more than I bargained for.
Bella is adorable, and I'm gonna do everything I can for her.
If anything should change. But they never said anything about monsters. I haven't even been able
He's
to
just
report
like,
anything since we started.
nah,
I'm
bud.
stuck. Same as you.
I, a professional liar, am here to tell you that you suck. Who are they? Who hired you to do this?
A tall fellow. I forget his name. He said he was working for Hal. Arl Rendon Hal. He's an important man. Terran Logan's right hand. So
This would be important if we'd played a human, but what are you supposed to watch the castle for?
Just to report any changes, honest. All I could send word about was the Arl getting sick. After that, monsters started coming from the castle.
Interesting. So you know how this happened? Tell me.
I don't know anything about these creatures. When the Arl got sick, I got scared that people would think I was involved. But I swear I don't know anything about it. They sent me to watch. Maybe they knew the Arl would get sick.
Zevran looking unimpressed there. How do I know you're telling the truth?
Here, this is a letter from them. It has instructions and everything.
Evidence!
Whatever you want with it. I just thought I was serving the king and making a bit of coin on the side. You have to believe me.
I think you should help defend Redcliffe tonight.
Oh, all right. I'll do it. Thank you for your mercy. I won't forget it.
All right, Berwick's letter. Berwick, we need your eyes and ears in Redcliffe. Stay in the village, keep your head down, and watch the castle. Report any changes, and you'll be well paid. Okay, alrighty. All right, let's talk to Lloyd. Let's see if I can get him to do
Hello
anything.
there, friend. Can't say we've ever met before. Stranger to the village, I take it.
Yeah, hear your shit to your employee.
All this nonsense is bad for business. Bet you regret coming, yes?
What do you mean?
Oh, you know, evil creatures, impending doom, civil war, and the Jarl's dead in the castle. Makes you thirsty, don't it? So, what'll it be? You are here to drink,
Nah, I'm here to punch you in the face. Who are you anyway?
Name's Lloyd. We don't get many elves out here. You're a runaway from the city.
Nah, from the circle, actually. What if I am? You gonna do something about it?
Hey? No, just asking. Doesn't bother me if you're running from something.
Okay.
Something else I can get for you?
I'll answer a few questions.
Fine. Make them quick.
Shouldn't you be helping defend the village?
Why? When them creatures attack, I lock myself in the cellar. Just batten the hatches and wait it out. What's the point in getting myself killed with all the rest of them? If that makes me a coward, then I'm a coward.
Either die fighting in the militia or die now. Your choice.
But Van Tegan said we didn't have to. He said.
Oh, he said, but I'm saying now.
Fine, I'll go. But all of this better be here when I get back. I don't want the place drunk out from under me. Blasted bloody.
Cool. Hey, Bella, I'm gonna see what I can do about getting you a new boss. Alright, let's go now talk to Caitlin and the person, the chantry lady, about getting magical talismans that don't do jack shit. Caitlin, girl, how are you?
Said you were the one who found him.
It's really
Repay
good.
you.
About the sword I found in your
Evan
home.
told me about Grandfather's sword. So you have it then? I suppose it won't go to waste, at least.
I promised Bevan I would pay. Perhaps I could pay you something for it. Here we go.
I have no idea what it's worth.
Listen,
to be
I'm
honest.
gonna pay you for it.
And you found Bevan. I couldn't ask you for money.
It's a very valuable sword. Here, 500 silver.
That's incredibly kind of you. Thank you so much. How can I ever repay you?
Just stay safe, both of you.
The Maker sent you. I just know it. Thank you again.
Great. Liliana approves. Tegan's there. Let's go talk to the lady. I'm gonna get this.
You are of elven blood and a stranger, yet you defend a home that is not your
Wait,
own.
oh, so you would not expect an elf to do something good? Is there a reason I shouldn't help?
Many elves claim we wouldn't do the same in
kid an
return.
orphan.
I would like to think that is not true, but I cannot speak for all.
Okay,
Allow me
point.
to introduce
Point there.
I am revered Mother Hannah, head of this chantry, which for the moment is a place of refuge for these poor villagers.
How awful this must be for you all. Is this everyone who's left?
All those who cannot defend themselves, yes. They are terrified of tonight's attack, and I fear these walls will not keep them safe. What can I do to help with your
We're the
task?
orphan maker. Sir Perth needs holy protection for the knights.
I have done all I can for them. I pray for them each night and seek
Yeah,
the
but he
Maker's
wants
forgiveness
something a
for
little
their
bit
sins before they
more
face their deaths.
tangible.
What Sir Perth seeks is something that is not in my power to give.
It's true. Can't you just bless them?
I can pray with them and give them my blessing. But Sir Perth wants me to call upon the Maker to shield them from
Right.
evil.
Does he not realize that it is his faith alone which must sustain him? It is faith alone which will bring the Maker's aid.
Unfortunately, he seeks the Maker's protection in a far too literal sense. This is something I cannot promise nor provide.
Well, can't you just tell him the Maker will watch over him? Morale is a powerful
There you
thing,
go.
you know.
Just tell
You mean
him.
you
Just
want me
yeah,
to let
just
them
take it.
think the Maker protects them in a real sense?
Okay, but
I will not lie to them like that.
Okay, but if it gives them confidence, then it does protect them.
I suppose if they believed in the Maker's power, that belief would inspire them somewhat. It just seems like trickery. Very well. If it keeps them alive, I will do what I must. I have a number of silver-cast holy symbols. Tell Sir Perth that...
No, I mean, it's true. It is
and
very
that
much
well
like
they will
that. I think
confer
Honora
on
has the same hairstyle.
Now please, let me tend
She
to these
sounds
poor
so
folk.
beleaguered. She's
I
like,
must
oh
do
my
what I
god,
can,
please leave me alone
and
now.
I suggest you do the same.
Wonderful. Tegan! Who is this woman, Tegan?
I hear both Murdoch and Sir Perth are ready for nightfall. Excellent news.
I want to discuss the situation.
Of course.
Nah, she get back to work.
Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
Alright, well, this is fine. Never mind. Hey, Tegan, I think you should talk to Caitlin over here. I think you should talk to Caitlin over here. It's almost 10. Maybe I'll leave the battle until next time. Get some good fighting start off next time with a bang. Let's go take the, running in front of the archers. Oof. Okay. We're gonna take the holy symbols to Sir Perth. And then we're gonna... I think that's the last thing I need to do. Pretty sure that's the last thing I need to do. But also, there's at least one mod that I want to make sure that I have in place before next time. You said you wanted holy protection.
Have you spoken to the revered mother? Has she offered anything?
Yeah, she has some holy amulets. Would these do?
Must we do this? The faith that will protect these men must come from their heart.
And it
surely.
will come from their
same as the
heart.
symbols worn by their priests.
It
Well,
will come from their
more than
heart, but like we gotta convince them. You think it would actually help?
Of course I do. These are Maker's symbols. What better protection could we ask for? I will send some men to collect the amulets. Please give my regards to Mother Hannah for seeing some sense at last.
Is there anything else you need?
No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of aid than we are.
Okay, carry on.
As you wish, Grey Warden. Maker watch over you.
Liliana disapproves. She's like, we're tricking these people.
Oh, what'd you do?
I gave Sir Perth the holy symbols.
You shouldn't have done that. You can't lie about Andraste.
I can and I will lie about Andraste. You think I give two shits about the chantry? I will lie through my teeth about Andraste. No, Andraste herself seems chill, but like the fucking chantry. What am I gonna call it? It's time for zombies next. You know what? Just gonna go with this. It's only gonna be 7 days later, but alright, you know what? I'm gonna leave the fight until next time because this is like a whole thing, and I think the momentum is gonna be better if you start off the actual fighting part of the defense and just carry it through. It's kind of all like one long fight anyway, so I think it's gonna be better if I leave it for another week. Orphan. The Orphan Maker is here. The Orphan. Oh man, I need to start making Pirates of Penzance jokes. You said orphan frequently. No, only once. You said orphan frequently only once. Anyway, I love Pirates of Penzance and everyone should watch it. Because it has one of my favorite jokes in the entire world. So. Anyway, so let me go back to the main menu here because we're gonna be done for now. Cause it's 10. I think this is a good. That's right, you did. So these jokes make sense. That is in fact one of my primary associations with Orphan. Off. With Orphan, and it in fact is the only reason that I have any objection to people starting to pronounce often as Orphan. It's like, listen, it's becoming a valid pronunciation, but consider also that it ruins a joke from a very silly musical from the 1800s. So that's what's really important here. I mean, it's a lot of like old-fashioned wordplay. So like I get it. So in the meantime though, that's about all I've got. I can't think of much else. So the plan, of course, is to come back, play Stardew on Friday. Where was I even at on Stardew? I've fucking forgotten already. I do not remember what's going on. But, oh well. I can't think of much else. Shane, 8 hearts. I did make I've started to make a bunch of money, so that's gonna be fun. Shane's at 8 hearts. That's right. Okay, we're doing pretty well. We've just started to, like, get somewhere. Are we in fall yet? Have we hit fall? We might have. I guess I'll find out later. What else? There's that date, actually there are 2 Friday days that I won't be able to stream, and they're not immediately imminent, but like, yeah, okay, so I'm going to be playing this Friday, but not the Friday after. Yes, that's right, I finally got the coop and the chicken, and it's grown up. Yes, excellent. So I need to start working on the barn. I think the barn was the next thing that I'm going to start working on. Okay, excellent, good. All right, so I'm playing this Friday, but I'm not playing the Friday after, and now that I'm remembering also, I'm not going to be playing on May 6th. And of course, I'm going to continue yelling about this. I should probably like update a whole bunch of like notices and stuff like that. Anyway, just so that it's in the back of everyone's mind that you know that there are two Fridays coming up where I'm going to be skipping the Stardew stream. We're going to continue on with the Dragon Age, though. No worries. We're going to full speed ahead on this plot. Full rants all the time, but like Fridays are going to get a little bit iffy for a while. We're still good for this upcoming week. We're still good for that. I'm looking forward to it. I crave the Stardew. In the meantime, I'm going to be playing more Rune Factory 5. Give me that farming sim. Scratch the farming sim itch, but like in a way that's in a way that doesn't involve that fucking fishing minigame. So, that is true. I mean, and I don't exactly feel bad about it, but like, I'm going to be a little bit sad about missing the stream because I have a great time. I'm thriving. I'm having the time of my life. So I'm going to be a little bit sad about that. And also, you know, like a vague disclaimer is nobody's friend. Just want to be like, we all need to be on the same page about this. I don't want to disappear into the ether. This is what's going on. But yeah, no, it'll be fun. And I'll be back and we'll be playing more later. So that's, I think, all that I needed to cover. I'm already planning, not in a concrete kind of way, but I'm mulling over what I'm going to do for the next PowerPoint. Never fear. I am thinking about it. It is in the back of my mind. I'm mulling it over. I'm ruminating. I'm going to come up with something good. Maybe I should switch to Comic Sans. I feel like Comic Sans, I have like a Dragon Age font. I kind of feel like maybe I should switch to Comic Sans to truly convey the quality of these PowerPoints. Much to think about. So, I can't think of anything else. I think that's all I needed to cover. So, couple of things. I'm gonna, in a second, search for someone to raid. I think we got a Kingdom Hearts stream going on here that we might drop in on that one real quick. We do love a good Comic Sans. It is the font of my heart. It accurately reflects my mental state most of the time. So I think we're going to drop in on a Kingdom Hearts stream in just a second. But then the other thing, of course, is the usual wind down spiel, which is everyone, go make sure that you go get plenty of rest. Make sure that you get up regularly and stretch, especially your hamstrings, because otherwise you can fuck up your back. Ask me how I know. And make sure to drink plenty of water. And I will see you on Friday. We're going to play some more Stardew and have a great time and probably be cyberbullied some more. I'll see you then. Stick around and we're going to jump in on some Kingdom Hearts. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you for talking to me. Thank you for dragging me mercilessly. I'll see y'all next time. Good night.
fact that he's so bad in this game. 30 GP.